What up? What up? What's good? How are we doing today? It don't matter if no one's here. I'm just gonna vent. I'm just gonna give, people time to get in. I'll give anyone an extra 5 minutes. I'll give, like, some viewers an extra 5 minutes to, come on in and say their piece, man. I'll give everybody an extra 5 minutes before I vent. No matter if anybody's here or not, I'm gonna have a saying on it. It's in the description. It wouldn't let me put it in the comments for whatever reason. It's okay. We got 3 minutes. I'm just gonna give people time because I know, people got shit to do, man. I'm just, waiting. I give people the chance to arrive. It is what it is, what people have to do. But I'm gonna say a piecing on it, right or not. I have audience here or not. It's okay. I pretty much do shit alone, anyways. Real talk, bro. Okay, is my mic working? Mic check 1 2 1 2. Right, I need to get shit ready. Let me give CJ moderator. Let me give CEO Top Dog. He's also moderator. All right. Anyone want to pull up on? Anybody want to pull up? On the link. It's in the description. I'm gonna speak regardless of what. I'm gonna have a saying on it. I'm not convinced that there's two people in the live stream because, well, I've been fooled by it before. I'm gonna see if this link works. Might just be. Yo, what up, Kale? KO, if you want to join, the link is there. I'm just waiting for. I'm giving. While it is 5 o'clock. While it is 8:05. I'm still gonna say my piece on the situation. It's in the description. Nothing much, KO, man. You still pissed at Adam? At this point, man, at this point, you know what? I'm just gonna have my saying on it, whether or not I'm just waiting for people to join in or not. Look, at the end of the day, man, you know, I don't talk shit to you unless you talk shit to me first. Oh, you're just getting off work? Okay. As I was saying, I don't talk bad about. Oh, yes. As I was saying, it would be wrong for me to go at him first and he didn't diss me. So it was fair for me to, well, have a saying on it without him dissing me. So I just don't talk shit unless you talk shit at me first. There has been never a YouTuber that that I haven't addressed on a day. Basically, I basically just went at them. There's a lot of YouTubers on this channel that I hate, but I never really go on their channel and basically just make videos about them. I only have a saying if you make a video on me. And this dude, Adam, when I first went on CG's live stream, he seemed like one of those Packers fans that you could just sit back and have a beer with, and he'd shut the fuck up and put the rivalry at rest. But this dude thinks he can own me. He can run around circles around me because I'm a Bears fan and because of the team's history. He can just run around circles around me and basically just take a shit on my head. That is what I took in defense and posted my reaction after he posted his reaction. And the fact is, he didn't say me in the title. All he showed was a picture of me. And then I had to make a response video, dissing him, and I didn't think that he would make a video about me. Then I make a video on him back, and he makes a video on me saying, "Oh, his second video was the last time that he was going to address me." And then the third video, he was like, "Oh, I'm done with him." Like, bro, shut up. No one cares, man. Are you that desperate for views? Like, and he's putting me on his he put CEO. We clown Minnie because he puts me in his bio. He put me in his bio along with the other victims he claimed. Well, I don't know if they clowned him. I don't know if they clowned him, but you know what I mean? This is another fanboy I have to air out because you don't talk shit about me and I just don't say anything. If we get Russell Wilson, man, Packers fans would crap their pants. I mean, he would be the second best quarterback in that division if we were to get him. He's similar to Aaron Rodgers, in my opinion. He also has a great touchdown and interception ratio. Minnie's a fanboy. Can't disagree more. Minnie is buttersexual. CEO, come on, man, join in, man. He's not bad. Look, Wilson I mean, I'll take Wilson over Aaron Rodgers, but I don't think Wilson is better than Aaron Rodgers. Like Russell Wilson has never won an MVP before. He's won Super Bowl MVP, I think, but I don't think he's won an actual MVP yet. Yeah, but KO, you have to understand. I know he's been to two Super Bowls. He should have had two, but Pete Carroll decided to, throw the ball at the 1 yard line. Yeah, I agree. Wilson's been to more Super Bowls than Aaron Rodgers, but at the end of the day, we just can't count the Super Bowls. We're just not going to look at somebody's career and say, okay, when you retire, we'll count how many rings you win. Bro, literally, Dan Marino is in the Hall of Fame and he has no Super Bowl. He only made the Super Bowl one time and lost to Joe Montana. I see Hall of Famers like Michael Vick, and he still went to the Hall of Fame with no Super Bowls. Or did he? I don't even know. Is Wilson better? I'm not gonna say. Well, Wilson's a bad quarterback. I'm just saying, he's not better than Aaron Rodgers because Aaron Rodgers basically has the division across his fingernails. Like the only competition he has to face in that division is the Vikings. Other than that, pretty much depending how the Bears do with their quarterback situation, it's too hard to say who their competition will be. Do you think Vic is better than Lamar? I don't. Well, I
Mm.
think Lamar needs a longer career to say if he's better than Vic.
Oh, Lamar is better than Vic. Period. Period.
Bro, you just don't like him because he beats up because well, uh, remember what he did to the dogs?
Yeah. He fought dogs or some shit. Is that what he did? I think he was. Did he kill dogs or something? I feel like it's something like that.
He basically was betting on from what I heard, he used to bury dogs in like his backyard.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's why his career had to be cut short.
I mean, yeah, I know he went to jail, right?
Yeah, he went to jail for it
Like,
because he
I
turned
mean,
him.
if he killed one dog, I don't think he would have gotten in jail for it. How many dogs did he kill?
I don't know. Like there were so many dead dogs that he killed.
That's fucked up. I mean, I don't. I mean, I like dogs and shit, but like, I'm not saying he shouldn't be forgiven, but that's some fucked up shit.
Yeah, that's gonna follow him for the rest of his life, no matter like that's gonna follow him, even if like it's like 20 years from now, we're still gonna remember Michael Vick killed some dogs and basically buried them in his backyard.
Yeah, that's a bad legacy because that's basically when I started getting into sports. That's basically what I knew about him. That's the first thing I knew about him. That he
Yeah.
fucked with dogs.
The only thing I like Michael Vick for is he's basically a cheat code in when it comes to what's that game code called in Madden where you have to choose a base team and you choose like three offensive players and three defensive players. KO Sports.
Oh yeah, KO superstars or some shit like that.
Yeah, that's the
Great.
only reason I like Vic because he's a cheat code in that game.
I thought I'm not sure. Makai. Um, I'm not sure if he buried them or not. I just know he was in dog fighting and shit. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Well, I did look at the documentary of his career, and it did say that he did bury the dogs. Like there was for even if he did kill the dogs, where would you hide them? Where would you hide them? Of course, he would have to bury them.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna be right back. All right.
All right, so all
All right.
right, so I thought he just did dog fights, not the. Actually, believe it or not, there's a documentary of him. Basically, some reporter found buried dogs in like his backyard. That basically ruined his career. Bro, the NFL these days, they do not care if you're the best player. I watched Colin Kaepernick get cut because he disrespected the flag. I saw Antonio Brown get cut because he was texting a woman, and he was like, there were screenshots of it. Like, they don't care if you're the best player on the planet. Your attitude matters. If Aaron Rodgers hits the girl that he engaged with, you really think Packers fans are not going to turn on him right away? You really think that the team is this close to moving on from Aaron Rodgers? If Aaron Rodgers gets caught hitting a girl, like personally hitting the girl that he got engaged with, he's immediately cut. There's no question about it. I never played Madden 04. It was probably one of those games that, pretty much I don't really remember. Well, I may have bought it. I just probably just threw it in the trash because it was so old. I think I'm just waiting for I think CG is going to come in or he's working. I don't know. Anyone want to ask questions about sports? CEO Top Dog or anyone else? A realistic question would be, what do I think about the Vikings cutting Kyle Rudolph? Bro, I feel bad for Kirk Cousins. Like, that's just not only did they get rid of Stephon Diggs for him, they got rid of the best tight end, a star tight end, Kyle Rudolph. Like, I've seen Kyle Rudolph made spectacular catches before, and they took him away from Kirk Cousins. Like, the Vikings are already, like, check this out. They traded away Stephon Diggs because he demanded a trade. But then they trade away Kyle Rudolph. Because here's what they want to do. They're trying to run the ball 25 times with Dalvin Cook. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. You can't win a game you can't win games just having your quarterback basically just handing the ball off to a running back. I'm back to what I was saying. Sorry about that. So I just feel bad for Kirk Cousins because everybody wants to put the blame all on him. He doesn't have an offensive line, so it's not like running the ball is going to do any effect. His only two receivers are Adam Thielen and then Justin Jefferson, and you have no tight ends. I don't even know who's the backup tight end, and I don't know who's the backup in their backup tight end because I know Rudolph was there, but now he's cut. And don't even think about getting me started on the defense because the defense is bad. It's already bad. It was like, I just feel bad for Kirk Cousins, but it's not my. It's only good because it's a division rival. And do you want to know what's the best, the saddest part? I get along with more Vikings fans than I do with Packers fans.
Yeah, you know what? I'm trying to realize Packers fans are annoying as fuck.
I mean, you already seen it, so it's kind of obvious.
I mean, I didn't know the extent of how annoying as fuck they were, but now I do. They're just fucking annoying.
Bro, it's basically like if you're a fan of a team that has more rings than us, then you could come talk. But until then, you can shut up.
Like all the Packers, like mini 14s, a little bitch. What's it called? Packers Productions runs his mouth, but he's like 9 years old. And Adam is the most sensitive person I've ever met in my life.
Well, I don't know if I've met a lot of sensitive people in my life, but
I mean, I believe that.
I don't know if he's like the most sensitive person.
I mean, he's all right. I don't know. Maybe that was hyperbolic, but he's sensitive as shit. That's all I gotta say.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you had any beef with him.
No, I didn't have any beef with Adam or anything like that. I was neutral with Adam. I didn't care, but I thought he took things too personal. Like you can beef online and like not hate people. That actually exists.
I mean, just look at this Vegas.
Yeah, he beats with everybody, but no one. I mean, it's just this. Like I feel like Adam took it way too personally. It felt like he never had beef in his life before, and then he got beef, and then he was like he didn't know how to react to it and started spazzing out.
Like he said, he never met his father because I watched the other live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have a feeling like he wasn't raised properly, and he's been growing up with depression for most of his life, and he's wondering, oh, maybe if I make a YouTube channel, that will help me. And he basically did it, and he got like 100 subscribers. But at the end of the day, he went to CG because that's how he promoted his channel.
Well, I didn't know Adam had like depression and shit. If I knew that, I wouldn't like. If I was you, I wouldn't have just messed with him in the first place.
Well, the thing is, CEO, I don't go at anybody unless they address me. He basically did a video, and I can't just let him get away with it. Like if somebody is knocking at your door, of course you got to answer it.
I mean, depends who's knocking. If it's depends who's knocking. If it's gonna be like a 9-year-old like package production, I'm not gonna answer the door.
Well, what happens if the next day they keep coming?
He can keep on knocking. I ain't gonna open that door. Like I would never beef with something like package production. He looks like he's 9 years old, bro. Like
so you're basically not Fist Vegas.
Like Fisk would, if Fisk looked at package production, he would not beef with him.
I don't really. He beefs with Awesome Kid.
No, I don't. He doesn't really beef with Awesome Kid. He just like takes jabs at him and laughs at him when he's being like ridiculous and shit. But he never like ever goes out of his way to like fuck with Awesome Kid.
Or well, he does mention him in videos that have to do with the Cardinals.
Yeah, I mean, but it's kind of like in a playful manner. It's not really meant to like I don't take like I don't roast Awesome Kid. I just like take jabs at him for fun, but I don't really take it seriously. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, I understand that, but like Fizz Vegas said, look, there's many people I hate that are Bears fans, and I don't address them because they never said anything about me. Unless they say something about me, I have to make a video on it. But unless they say something about me, it is what it is. There's a Bears fan that I hate more than Adam, and I have yet to do a video on him, and I'm not going to because he never basically did a video on me.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like you're saying, Adam started the thing first. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, he started the whole thing. Like after the first live stream, I basically our whole sports talk, and then I went to move on with better things. I checked out his channel because it was my first time, and then he makes a video on me.
I mean, if he said something, I don't know what he said, but all I know is Adam just like took it way too seriously. Like your videos on Adam were corny as shit. I don't know why he took them seriously.
Bro, even Awesome Kid would know my videos are not too sensitive.
I mean, there's nothing serious about you were like the whole devil video shit was like corniest thing I've seen in like a month. That shit was
Bro,
corny as fuck. And
bro, there's many things you've seen corny.
what?
There's been many things that you've seen corny. Like I have like so many. I have like a fanboy that basically built his channel off of me.
Yeah, mini. Yeah, what's that? Mini. Mini's on your nuts all the time. I've never seen somebody dedicate half their channel to you. He should just rename his channel to The Life and Times of Butters. That's what he
He can make a whole documentary if he wanted. You're watching this video. Come on, I'm just gonna be a referee.
Oh, please. I wish Minnie was here. He ain't gonna show up. He would get his ass roasted. Minnie would get his ass roasted. Like Minnie's the only Minnie. I don't even know why he do what's the story behind I had 130 subs before I even knew who you were. Calm down, buddy. Oh my god, the fanboy has arrived.
Mini 14. If you want to debate with CEO, the link is in the description. I'm just gonna stay neutral to it and let you guys argue it.
This motherfucker, like you are aware, like that's true. You have to stay neutral because he's your fanboy.
I'm gonna hack you, Tata.
I'm gonna hack my ass. Like I'm gonna hack you. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit,
Bro. Actually, see hack him to see if he has a picture of me in his bedroom.
He probably does have a picture of you in his bedroom. I mean, he made whole live streams talking about you like all the fucking time. I was like, oh my god, it's incredible. Like I couldn't even watch. It's just like, how do you dedicate a whole live stream to Michael? It makes no fucking sense.
He can make a documentary if he wanted to.
Man, he's a fanboy. That's all I gotta say. I mean, if you like Michael Minnie, just say it, bro. That's all I gotta say.
Bro, I'm not gay, dude. Like I'm not
talking about like that. I'm just talking about like as a content creator.
I can understand why his sister don't. If you go to Mini 14's channel, he actually shaved his hair, and he had his sister do it for him.
Mm-hmm.
I bet his sister is like, no wonder why I can't go to this guy's house anymore because he has an obsession with this YouTuber.
I mean, I don't even know how you're I mean, like, how did that start? I never heard the story about that.
I don't know how it started. I don't think I never met Minnie. He said like I blocked him off on Instagram before. I'm like, I don't know how we met. Like, I don't know the whole story about how we met. It's basically, someone was spamming my comment section with a link. I went to address it, and then it was like his first exposing video on me, and I had to address it. And it was like the whole summer, me and him were just going at it. And then I had to put a stop into it because I had to, focus on, my season stuff. Bro, what is so wrong with making fun of Michael Stark? I don't get it.
There's nothing wrong with like shitting on Michael. Everybody shits on Michael. The issue is dedicating half your channel to Michael. That's the problem.
Bro, why do you call Minnie? You're just using the Stark because it was like my old name. It's cool that you're using that, but just say like Butters. Or just oh my gosh, this dude's obsessed with me.
Yeah, that's.
It's one thing to make fun of me. It's also another thing of posting videos about me.
Okay, wait. Let me just. What's it called? Manny, post your channel link in the description. Let me just review your channel real quick. Because you said you only have 10-second clip of him trolling you. Only one? Let me see it.
Bro, if you go on his channel, there's 100 videos.
I swear there was more than one. He's talking about he only posted a 10-second clip. So let me post your link to your channel because I can't find it in the YouTube algorithm because your channel's too fucking small. So post that link so I can go see it.
Minnie, if you want to have Minnie, stop hiding behind a keyboard and come on here.
I mean, has he ever come on your live stream?
No, but if he wants to come, if my channel is what I'm using, my guy. Oh, it looks like you guys need to go a couple boxing rounds. Mini 14, if you don't come in at the end of the live stream, it pretty much confirms that CEO Top Dog pretty much runs around circles around you.
I don't even know Minnie like that, to be honest. I'm just clowning him because he has half of his videos dedicated to you to find it funny. And he can't admit you like his shit. Like, that's all you have to do, Minnie. You don't have to do anything. Just admit that you like his content. That's all.
Yeah, many people like my content. At the end of the day, man.
I enjoy Michael's content because it's in the description. Just click the link.
I'm just gonna let you guys talk. I'm not gonna have a say.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I do give you good laughs to like make your whole channel about me.
Let's see, because he has yet to post his "Do I like Michael's" video. He gives me good laughs. Okay, then. I mean, so you like his videos? You don't have to put oh, I like him because it's so ridiculous. You just have to say I like Michael's corny.
Oh yeah, this is probably him. He's just this might be him.
Just put him in then. What the hell? Bogus plumber. What the fuck is this?
Hello there.
What the fuck?
Hello?
Who the hell is this?
It's the bogus plumber.
That's probably Mini 14.
Bruh, you don't even have the balls to come in like normally.
Oh yeah, I have the balls, all right. Big balls. Big hairy chocolate balls.
Yeah, this guy's weird.
Chewing my chocolate salty
I thought
balls.
Michael was weird. This nigga's weird as shit.
Put them in your mouth and suck them. They're big and beautiful and brown.
Is that you, Mini 14?
Minnie, is that you? Because if that's you, that's not funny. That's just like pathetic.
Do I sound like Minnie? Does Minnie speak like me?
Well, I'm waiting for Minnie to respond.
I don't know what you sound like, to be honest. Your voice has never registered in my mind.
So the Packers, what are they? Are they footballers?
Okay, that's not him. Kick this nigga out.
Wait. I'm gonna ask one question, and then I'm gonna. It proves that if he's actually Mini 14 or not. What is my name? Michael blank.
Michael the nigger.
Okay, he's not.
Kick him out. This clown. Kick him out. Clown.
Later, dude.
Some random. He almost broke character.
How did I almost break character?
No, I think he was talking about the other dude.
Like, I know how these trolls. I just.
I mean, don't you know what Minnie sounds like? I don't know what he sounds like.
Hold on.
What the hell?
So sorry, I was talking to someone. How did I almost break character? I literally just say, I know what Minnie calls me. So I literally just said, what's my last name? Michael blank. And then all he had to say was, Michael Stark. And then I know it's Minnie. I know what Minnie sounds like, by the way. I just needed to see if he's like using a voice changer.
I mean, it could be him. I don't know. I don't think there's anybody else in the stream, right?
Well, there's like 6 people. He just said Michael. He just said Michael the N word, and then I basically had to kick him.
I mean, didn't Minnie make a video trying to expose you about the N word or some shit like that? You told me.
Well, he made his own channel about me, so of course he's gonna say, some stuff like, I could literally post a video of me on the toilet, and he could say, "Oh, Michael is officially canceled because he's on the toilet taking a crap. He's posting his penis."
I mean, you watch Juice Alert? I didn't even know you watched Juice Alert.
Bro, the only reason why I made fun of Juice Alert is because of the Haskins shit.
Because, I mean, I don't watch it. Juice Alert is like a combination of Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh, Here, all right. Round one. Ding, 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 ding.
For me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Sorry for the shit, Mike. I just had to plug this in my computer. I'm not gonna talk shit this whole time, but I am
Static.
going to defend my point. I looked at my videos, and I have 4 or 5 like 10-second clips of Michael, and I made 2 total videos on Michael out of my Call of Duty streams and Call of Duty and Roblox and Minecraft streams.
Yeah,
So
dude, this
what are you trying to say? I don't
I
understand.
can barely hear you. You got a lot of static in the background.
Yeah, I'm on a shit mic right now. Sorry.
All right, I told you to post your channel link. I wanted to see it because I
How do I do that?
just copy the link and post it in the chat so I can look it up.
All right, hold up. Let me get it. I can't just tell you.
No, I just want to see because I forgot. Like, I don't remember. Like, you said you didn't post that much videos on them, so I just want to see if that's true.
Well, are you standing by that though?
Do I stand by that?
Yeah. Are you so confident in that?
No, I'm not. That's why I'm asking you for the link because I want to see.
All right, here. What do I send in private chat?
Yeah, it doesn't matter either way. Let me.
Tell me if you got that.
So we got Michael Stark is officially canceled.
Yo, can I tell you something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so if I make my thumbnail Michael, even though I'm playing Warzone, that doesn't count as me, doing anything.
I mean, I didn't watch the video, so I just assumed that was all
All right,
about.
so the title that says Warzone with Mini, that's Warzone. That's not a Michael video. That's not.
Where the hell did you get all these pictures of Michael, though? I mean, I've never seen these pictures. Do you have like a Facebook or some shit?
Off his YouTube, though. Yeah.
Warzone, let's see.
All right, so I have my very first video, which is an actual serious video. That's not about Michael. Discord, that's not about Michael. Susie Lou, that's not about Michael. Jordan Love, that's not Michael. Shaving my head, that's not Michael. Shaving my head, that's not Michael. Mayo is conditioner, that's not Michael. Check it out, that's not Michael. My very first video was Michael Stark needs to be stopped. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, so that's the very first video. I took a few months break after that. Yes, I'm back is not Michael. That's just me playing games for 4 hours. We hit 150 subs and chilling. That's not Michael, as you can see. He threw a short pass. That is the first 10-second clip of Michael. Roblox Shart. That's Roblox and Call of Duty. Warzone, Call of Duty. There's part 2 of Michael, so that's 3 total videos. There's a 3-second clip of Michael saying he'd take Joe Flacco over Rodgers. I think that was worth posting. There's Warzone. There's my pet turtle has more intelligence than Michael. Michael often uses the N-word. Car. Michael N-word. Chicago Bears. And then another stream. That was my latest stream. So that's what, 6 or 7 total out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 5 out of 23. That's not over half my channel, man.
I mean, I'm seeing a lot. I mean, could be that you're just using the thumbnail and the video is not about Michael, but when somebody just glances over it, they'll think it's about Michael because of the thumbnail.
Oh, that's fine. It's not even like I purposely choose them. I have a bunch of memes, and you know how you have to make a thumbnail for a video. You just put something from your files.
Mm-hmm.
I put the most random shit as my thumbnail. So even if it's not Michael and I don't talk about him at all, I just use Michael.
All right. You made your case.
Also, I'd like to say I would like to hear Michael because Michael said he did want to talk to me. So I would like to hear him talk because, I mean, I know I'm talking to you too, but I want to hear Michael talk too because he's been waiting a long time for this.
No, I just added you in here just to add to talk to CEO, but what do you want to talk about?
That's a good question. I don't know. What should we talk about? I can't make this long because I just got home from football and I got to get a shower and shit. So make it quick. I don't know.
Well, if you want to talk about the Mahomes situation,
What about
okay.
Mahomes?
Okay.
What about Mahomes?
So let me get this straight. So let me get something clear. Okay. Mahomes has did you know Mahomes has the worst passer rating in Super Bowl history that's worse than Rex Grossman's passer rating. Here's the thing that you have to understand about Patrick Mahomes. He's a great quarterback. I'm not saying he's a shitty quarterback. I'm saying he's in the perfect system on the Chiefs. He can't go to any other team and basically make them Super Bowl contenders. You really think Aaron Rodgers doesn't go to the Detroit Lions and basically makes them Super Bowl contenders? You have to wide receivers at the end of the day make quarterbacks. I watch Lamar Jackson win 11 games and then basically struggle because he doesn't have wide receivers. Like Mahomes is in the right situation. He's got a really good head coach, Andy Reid. He's probably one of the greatest head coaches of all time. He has Tyreek Hill, basically compared to pretty much, he's a cheat code. And Travis Kelce is one of the greatest tight ends of all time. And he also has a great offensive line. So picture it this way. The Kansas City offensive line was bad for one night. Okay, it was bad for one night. We can agree that Mahomes was running for his life every play.
It was more than terrible. It was the absolute worst O-line play I've ever seen in my life watching a game.
Imagine him playing with that every Sunday.
But see, that's the thing. That game, he was pressured over 30 times. And the time that you played the Bucks, you weren't even pressured half the amount of times that he was. So I know your line isn't the best. Your line was not a bunch of Walmart cashiers that just decided to pick up a job as a CISO line. Your line's not good, don't get me wrong. But to compare them to what the Chiefs were that night, that's just not fair.
Well, so let me get this straight. If he goes to the Jets, can he make them Super Bowl contenders?
But the Jets don't have that bad of a line from what I know.
I'll give you a better one. Deshaun Watson, who we cuddle because he won 4 games.
What about him?
He basically runs for his life every play, and he wins like 4 games. So for Deshaun Watson's case, it's basically the same thing that Deshaun Watson would be in with a bad offensive line. So let's switch over to Mahomes being on the Texans and Watson being on the Chiefs. Who really wins?
Are you debating if Watson or Mahomes is better?
No, I'm just saying who has the better career.
Career right now is Mahomes, obviously.
Well, if the roles were reversed, if Mahomes was on the Texans and Watson was on the Chiefs.
The whole narrative that Mahomes has a bunch of weapons, yeah, he does have weapons, but even when Tyreek Hill was out last year, not this year, but last year, and he had Travis Kelce, he still balled out. It's not like he just needs those weapons because Alex Smith had those same exact weapons, and he lost every single year in the wild card. I don't think that's a coincidence.
Well, here's what you have to understand about Alex Smith. He's a good quarterback. It's just he only throws like checkdowns. He's a great quarterback, but he's not the same quarterback like he was. The only good time we saw Alex Smith was, basically his time on the 49ers when they basically took him over Aaron Rodgers. Wait, did they take Alex Smith over Aaron Rodgers that draft? I don't remember that draft class very well.
Yeah, they took him. I think it was a top 10 pick or some shit. I can't remember. But all right, so I know your point, and Alex Smith, of course, isn't bad, but that's my point, is saying Alex Smith was still in his prime with the Chiefs because if you remember, I mean, he did go to the divisional a few times, and he did have some good seasons statistics wise with the Chiefs even before Tyreek came, and then when Tyreek came, he still, I mean, he was good, but he was nowhere near what Mahomes is now.
Well, here's what you have to understand. Alex Smith is like, how old is Alex Smith?
37, 38, I don't know.
Yeah, so he's basically, getting into a grandpa stage, and he just had like knee surgery for like 2 years.
Oh, well, we're not arguing right now that he's good. He's right now is not the argument. We're talking about 2016, 2017, all the Chiefs, his prime days with the Chiefs.
Well, the division was I don't think the division was the division tough.
Broncos, 2015, best defensive, really the 2010s, other than the Legion of Boom. Yeah,
Well, were the Raiders any good at all?
Raiders have never been good.
Well, they had a. Well, to be fair, if Derek Carr never got hurt, they probably won the division.
Oh, they had that 2016 season, yeah, but
Yeah, that was it. I try to be fair with Giants fans saying that they're going to win the division, and Washington thinks that they're going to win the division. I'm like, bro, if Dak resigns with the Cowboys, he's like the best quarterback in that division. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being honest. If Derek Carr was not hurt, they would probably, win that division because, it's hard to win. I don't think the Raiders. I don't think the Raiders had a bad season this year. I just think they were the only team that defeated Kansas City.
yeah, but they started like 7-2 and somehow missed the playoffs.
Wait, didn't they start 7-2?
They started good, yeah.
Okay, who is Mr.
Isn't that the dude you've been beefing with in the comment section? No.
Hello? 5, 4,
All right, just kick
3,
him.
2, 1.
Am I?
Oh.
Poor guy.
Wait.
I'm in, right?
Speak up.
You guys hear me? I know y'all can hear me. Y'all just playing games now.
Who is this?
Yeah, we can hear you.
No, this is the guy that has been talking to, I don't know, Michael Stark, whatever fantasy name he goes by now. But this is the guy that has been talking to this idiot for months now. And you know what? You know what's so funny about this whole thing is that I'm hearing this conversation right now, and the energy level I get in his videos is nowhere to be found now that this dude is actually live with him. And
I
ever
agree.
since I even jumped on this live, I'm yet to hear this moron, Superman, Batman, Catwoman, whatever the hell he calls himself, whatever comic book he's reading at the time. I'm yet to hear this idiot even say anything. And by the way, while I was trying to set all this up, this little conversation you're having about Patrick Mahomes, I'm not a Chiefs fan. I'm not even a fan of a team that's in the AFC. But you have to be on some medication if you think Mahomes isn't as special as he's been advertised so far in his young career.
Bro, I'm not, bro.
I
Listen,
will hands down give it to you. He
Listen,
has a great coach. But Andy
listen.
Reid was coaching long before Mahomes came in. And
if
Andy
you
Reid didn't have a
if
ring.
you let me explain. I didn't say Mahomes wasn't special. Is Mahomes a top 10 quarterback? Yes. Is he top 5? Yes. I have no doubt is basically the best quarterback in football. But at the end of the day, man, anybody could get one Super Bowl. Anybody could get one Super Bowl.
Anybody
And
can get
not
one
back
Super Bowl? Is this
Michael,
coming from a Bears fan?
there's only been 55 Super Bowls. How? Not just anybody.
Yeah, there's been more Super Bowls than there are NFL teams, and there's still NFL teams that are looking for their first one. Anybody can get a Super Bowl is like me saying anyone can be in the NFL. Like that does not make any sense whatsoever.
What's
It's just
Joe
like I said,
Flacco's case?
the
After
Bears. It's been 35 plus years since the Bears won one.
Okay,
I mean,
but
you
this
really
isn't
wanna
about
talk
the Bears,
about-
this is about Patrick Mahomes.
So, Michael, can I ask you a question?
Goodness gracious, this kid
Michael.
is stuck on stupid.
Michael, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. So basically, what you're saying is that you don't think Mahomes would succeed on the Bears, right?
I don't think Mahomes would succeed on the Bears at all. What would he?
All right. Stop there. Let me finish. So you're saying out of every single quarterback in the NFL, nobody can help the Bears, right? Not a single quarterback can help the Bears.
If the system fits them.
What sense does that make? Nagy comes from the Andy Reid tree of coaches.
It doesn't matter. Doug Peterson.
What?
Doug Peterson
makes
also
no
came
sense.
from the Andy Reid tree.
I'm not arguing about Doug Peterson.
Yeah, but he
Doug-
also came
you're
from the Andy
saying-
Reid
Doug
tree.
Peterson also has a Super Bowl too, though. So that doesn't really help your.
Yeah, but
doesn't
that's
help your
one
argument.
Super Bowl.
I don't understand how you can rip on Mahomes and say that he wouldn't do good with you, yet you claim that Foles would win you a Super Bowl. That makes no sense.
I just said we have a shot. I never said that we
I
were
So
going to
you
go.
also
don't
don't understand
you have
how
a shot
one
with
Super
Foles,
Bowl.
but you don't have a shot with Mahomes.
I also
Because
don't
you're gonna-
understand too how winning one Super Bowl in your world is something that's not that hard to actually do.
Okay, and 20 years from now, when we're talking about the GOATs,
Believe me,
we're
in
always
years,
going
I'm
to
not gonna
remember
be
that
around to
Brady's
reach out to
first blowout game was against Patrick Mahomes.
you. Okay,
Okay, he'll never be better than Brady.
that's not what we're talking about here. We're not. It's not a dick measuring contest here, buddy. Right now, we're talking about Mahomes. I mean, if you want to compare him to Brady, yeah, obviously there's a lot of guys that are going to fall underneath him because he's Tom Brady. But if you even come remotely close to Brady, I would still label you as a great player. So let's leave Brady out of it because I know you desperately want to switch the narrative to that. Right now, we're talking about Mahomes, and what I'm looking at a
Okay,
guy that's been in the league for
how would
3
Mahomes
years,
be good on the
has been a
Bears?
starter
We
for
want
2,
to.
and
How would
in those
Mahomes
2
be?
years that he's been a starter, he's been in the Super Bowl. I'm sorry that he ran into Brady and lost. Newsflash, that's happened to a lot of guys. So what exactly are you trying to point out here?
So how would Mahomes succeed on the Bears?
What's that?
How would Mahomes succeed on the Bears?
What?
Yeah, he has great defense, but what about
The same reason you said Foles would succeed on the Bears.
He didn't
Yes, he
succeed
did.
though. I thought he would be like a situational quarterback.
Well,
I never.
how do you think Foles would succeed, but you don't think Mahomes would? How much sense does that make? Foles and
Okay, here's
Mahomes
what
are
you have to understand.
Foles and Mahomes are in no way comparable at all. Yeah, Foles has a Super Bowl, but that was what do you call it? A Mickey Mouse ring? Yeah, whatever. Mahomes.
I mean, to be
How
fair,
do you-
him and Eli Manning are the reason why Brady doesn't have 10 rings. So be nice.
Okay. That's totally fair to actually say. But what you're suggesting then is that as big and as strong as Tom Brady's career has been, Foles was stronger than him that one day. I think that's what the other guy is trying to ask you right now. How do you think, or why do you think Foles is that is that good, but Mahomes isn't?
Okay.
Do you really put Foles up
Okay.
there with Mahomes? Please give me the right
Let me
answer on
speak.
this. Otherwise,
Let me speak.
Okay, go ahead.
So Mahomes. Okay. What you have to understand is, I'm gonna go to the first Super Bowl where he won that Super Bowl.
Okay.
Okay. Let's not act like he was good the entire game. There was he was horrible until like the fourth quarter.
Mike, you're not getting it though. He's in the Super Bowl.
Okay, so making the Super
I
Bowl.
know
Okay, so
that it's all
the
about
Buffalo
winning.
Bills are the best team because they made the Super Bowl 4 years in a row.
No. I never said that.
What?
I never said that at all. I'm saying he's been in the league for 3 years, but he's been in the league as a starter for 2 years, and he's been to back-to-back Super Bowls. I'm not saying
Because he's on the Kansas City
it's
Chiefs.
great that he got there. I'm simply saying, look. Let's say you and I were applying for the same job. Let's say we're applying for whoever could catch the most fish wins. If it takes me 10 hours to catch 10 fish, but it takes you 1 hour to catch 10 fish, who's a better fisherman? Even though we caught the same amount, you did it faster. So the fact that you're in that level, I don't care if they have the same amount of rings. It doesn't matter if they have the same amount of rings. Mahomes is doing it at a faster rate. Mahomes has been starter for 2 years and has been in the Super Bowl twice. You really think last year is his last chance at winning another ring?
I don't think. Here's the thing. I can't tell you Mahomes' future because, it's. But here's the thing, though. You didn't have to play. He didn't even have to play Brady in his prime. Okay, I'll give you a perfect scenario. I have mentioned three quarterbacks that have put up better numbers against the Bucs. And I know Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers basically are great quarterbacks. But
not according to your YouTube page.
I'm going to hold on to your question. Hold on to your question. Some random
the same guy that said
Taylor
Aaron Rodgers wasn't going to be a Hall of Famer.
Exactly.
Okay. Some random named Taylor Heineke put up better numbers against the Buccaneers than Mahomes did.
Jesus Christ.
It's a random we didn't hear of until Dwayne Haskins got benched.
Mike, that doesn't concern me at all. Look, Matt.
So
Can
what
I-
his
wait, can I say
excuse
something?
is playing
Hey,
good, but Mahomes'
Look,
excuses.
Michael.
Okay,
Michael.
here.
You-
Look,
you- Michael,
look.
wait,
You
let me
wanna
talk, let me
point
talk,
out
let me
single
talk.
game
Why did Taylor
performances?
Heineke play good against the Bucks, but Mahomes can't?
Here. You want to talk about single game performances and brand a player as that? Matt Flynn, who's a backup for the Packers, has more touchdowns in a single game than Aaron Rodgers has. 100 out of 100 times, guess which quarterback I'm actually taking? Because I'm not going to brand a player for one performance. Okay, so the fact that whoever you just named had a better game against the Bucks than Mahomes did in the Super Bowl, guess what? 100 out of 100
But here's
times,
the thing: I'm not saying
still
Taylor
taking
Heineke's
Mahomes.
better than Mahomes. I'm not saying
What's
Taylor
that?
Heineke played better. I'm not saying Taylor Heineke's better than Mahomes. I'm just saying he played better against the Buccaneers than Mahomes.
Michael,
So,
do you know who?
all right,
Michael,
fine. So what does that mean then? Like, what are you trying to
It
say by
means
that?
why can somebody, a random dude we never heard of until like week 16, play better against Tom Brady? And Mahomes is basically younger, and he shouldn't be losing to Brady.
Okay,
like
that's super vague though. Like, what you're actually saying is an average quarterback did what Mahomes couldn't. Okay,
yeah.
I know you want to make it sound like, well, I'm not saying Mahomes is this or that, but really what you're trying to say is Mahomes couldn't outperform Brady the way a no-name did. So why?
There's a bunch of no. Okay, so what if Lamar Jackson was in that Super Bowl and he lost to Tom Brady? We would be getting, he's a running back. He's the Ravens should choose another quarterback. Lamar Jackson's a running back.
Big difference. Mahomes has a ring already. Mahomes has already proven he could win the big one.
We're going to cuddle Patrick Mahomes, but not Lamar
Jackson. No one's
Jackson.
cuddling him. No one. He has a ring.
You're literally cuddling him right now.
He has a ring to back himself up. I could trash Mahomes for the next year. It won't mean anything because he actually has a ring.
So you literally was trashing Nick Foles, and he has a ring.
I'm not trashing Foles. I never trashed Foles once. The only thing I said about Nick Foles is that he's no Patrick Mahomes. But I never said Foles was bad. I just said he's nowhere near Mahomes.
Michael, do you know who, what's his name? Mark Sanchez is? The butt fumble guy?
Yeah, what about him?
What do you think of him? You think he's good or bad?
I mean, he was okay on the Jets, but I don't think he was.
Do you know that same Mark Sanchez guy beat Tom Brady in the playoffs in 2010 in his prime?
Yeah.
Okay, so does that make him all of a sudden better than Mahomes too? Because Mahomes couldn't beat Brady, so Mark Sanchez could.
Look. The reason, okay, like you said, he went up against Brady in his prime. Okay, it would make a difference if it was like 43-year-old Tom Brady.
But I'm saying he beat him in his prime. He beat Tom Brady in his prime at Foxborough.
Okay. Is Mark Sanchez better than Mahomes?
Please answer that question. That's a great question. Please answer that.
But here's the thing. Okay.
The only reason I say that is because you're praising Nick Foles for beating Tom Brady. I understand that Tom Brady's the greatest.
Brady doesn't have 10 rings.
Okay, Mark Sanchez is the reason that he could have had 11 because of Mark Sanchez. So you see what I'm saying? Like, it makes no sense to use that argument at all.
Well, Peyton Manning beat Tom Brady in the AFC Championship game, so that pretty much you would ask me the same question. Peyton
Manning is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
I'm not saying Peyton Manning is trash. I'm just saying he owned Brady, but I'm just look.
You don't know what you're saying, bro. I mean, just spit it.
I gotta go. I'll let you go. I'm still
He doesn't know what he's saying.
I proved my point. I'm gonna go now. I hope you're gonna post this, right?
I mean, it's obviously I'm not deleting it.
I mean, are you posting it on your channel though?
Yeah, it's gonna be on my channel.
All right, don't post this when you're talking. Can you post all of it when we're talking?
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you guys. All right, have fun, man.
Yeah, this is exactly how I imagine he would be in a live debate.
What are you trying to prove?
I have a question.
simply what you're doing, Mike, is you keep talking around the questions that I'm actually bringing up by saying, well, what about Foles? Or what about Manning? It's like you're not answering a single thing. And then when you do bring
Okay,
Foles up
what's your
time,
question then? What's your question then?
Well,
my question is, what do you actually think? Because this whole conversation started with Patrick Mahomes. So what do you actually think about Mahomes that's comparable to Nick Foles, since these two seem to be brought up against Brady?
Okay. So the
Okay, I'm
reason
ready to go.
why I brought up Nick Foles because him and Mahomes
Uh-huh.
both have a Super Bowl ring. Okay. And this has Nick Foles. Look, am I saying Nick Foles is a better
Mike,
quarterback?
spit
than
it out,
Patrick
man.
Mahomes?
Come on.
No.
Spit it out.
I have a question. Why are you so salty?
Oh,
he's
no,
probably
no.
the guy.
Oh,
he's probably the guy
No,
that
no,
comes.
no. I want to know why
No,
Mr.
buddy.
Capito is salty.
Buddy, there is
salty?
no salt here. There is
Oh,
no salt.
bro,
I
he's
have been
probably the
waiting
guy
I
to
mean, you're
talk.
salty. No, I'm
I
neutral.
have
I
been
think you're salty
waiting
too.
to talk to this dude for a long time. So it's coming out now. So you're
Bro,
not
I
going to
don't even know
distract
your
me
ass.
with you're being salty, you're being
No,
bitter.
bro.
Oh, no.
I don't know you,
No.
bro. I'm just saying you're being salty. That's all I'm saying.
I'm
I want to
simply
know
asking questions.
what's
simply
behind
asking
the whole
questions.
salty shit. Just look at the way you're coming at people. Why are you so salty? That's all I want to know.
I'm simply asking questions, and he can't answer them. And because I keep asking them, all of a sudden I'm
I literally
salty.
just gave you my answer. I don't think Nick Foles is a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes.
So why bring up the performance against Brady then?
Because he was able to beat Brady in his prime. Mahomes lost to 43-year-old Brady. Brady could barely move the ball down.
Yes.
And he still beat Patrick Mahomes.
You said that twice already. Like, I know that, but that's not an answer though to what I'm asking
what's
you.
Mahomes' excuse for losing to Brady in his 43 years old? Are you going to bring up the offensive line excuse?
No.
Are you going to bring up his leg was hurting because he was running around for his entire life?
Here. Okay, see, look. If I really wanted to, I could just point to the 49er game against them. Number one defense in the league, and Mahomes beat them. So it's not a matter of does Mahomes crack under pressure.
If Jimmy G doesn't overthrow that ball, Mahomes has no Super Bowl. Prove me wrong.
If Jimmy G doesn't overthrow the ball, all right. So let's say Jimmy G doesn't overthrow it and they actually score. Who's to say Mahomes wasn't going to score again, especially in the fourth quarter where he actually played his best?
He will only play good the last couple minutes. Okay.
Gotcha. So Jimmy G gets the benefit of the doubt by completing the pass at the last end of the game, but Mahomes doesn't.
The 49ers,
perfectly clear.
You have
You're
they have
say
the
anything to fit your
but
narrative.
they also have a quarterback that basically can't do shit. All Jimmy G does is basically hand the ball off.
Okay, well, no.
You should probably know that because you're a Packers fan. You have experienced that.
That had nothing to do with in the first place. I was talking about the Niners defense. That defense that year, that was number one on defense because
you
keep bringing up why Mahomes lost to a good defense. The Bucs had a great defense. The Bucs had a really good
secondary. The Bucs defense is good. The Bucs secondary is terrible. They got torched throughout the entire season.
It doesn't matter if the secondary is bad. If you have a good front, any secondary can actually thrive off that.
I will, man.
And that just goes to show you how that Super Bowl played out. I don't agree with you that they're terrible, but I definitely agree with you that they're not the best in the league. But they don't need to be the best in the league when you have a defensive line that's making Mahomes run all over the place. So I'm not gonna agree with you on the narrative of the Bucs defense is bad. Like no, they're not. The Bucs defense was just like the 49ers, minus the secondary. The D line was all over the place. So just because Mahomes loses to a good defensive front doesn't mean that all of a sudden he's flawed, because he's proven he could win against a good defense.
Okay, so in about 5 years from now, if Mahomes doesn't make it back, or let's say worst case scenario, he does make it but doesn't win another ring again. I'm just hoping you keep the same energy. Because you better not say Mahomes is a fraud. because 5 years from now, okay, this is 2021, 2026. If Mahomes makes the Super Bowl at all but doesn't win back a Super Bowl ring, you can't say he's a fraud, and you have to take the bait on it.
I actually, you want to make that bet, Mike. Number one, because of his credentials already as a 2-year starter, an MVP, two Super Bowl appearances, and a ring. And you want to talk, and also what? He's 24, 25 years old. I'll take that bet 10 out of 10 times, bud. That's like.
Do you want to know who?
Like,
do you want to know who said? Do you want to know who also had that bet, but it's like a different situation?
Okay, whoever you're about to name, the credentials better be the exact same as far as the length of that career. Being a starter for 2 years, he has 2 Super Bowl appearances, he has 1 Super Bowl ring, and he has an MVP. So whoever you're about to bring up right now better have those same credentials in that timeline.
No, he says he has potential to have those. He says he has potential to have those. It's the same.
No, I don't care about hypothetical scenarios, Mike. Give me facts. Who has those numbers that is flawed now? Tell me.
Okay. At the end of the day,
hypothetical.
I'm just saying, just keep that same energy. If Mahomes doesn't win the Super Bowl,
answer the question, Mike. Answer the question. I'm waiting. Who has that?
Okay. Who has it?
Oh my god.
I've asked like 4 or 5 times. Yes. Who has that?
Okay. The person that said that had the same bet I'm telling you right now is Juice Alert, and the bet was that Dwayne Haskins would be a top 10 quarterback.
Oh my god, you are not.
I never said that. Why would I bet against it though?
Oh my god, Mike, you are so entertaining.
You're entertaining by defending Patrick Mahomes.
Oh,
his offensive line was bad that day. Oh,
I never said that once.
The referees were trying to rate the game. It's Brady. He gets all the calls. Well, no shit. He gets the calls.
I never said that once, nor do I think I sound like that. So I'm not sure who you're trying to like imitate there. But I never said one thing about his offensive line. I just said the Bucs have a good D line.
So if the Bucs D line was crap, let me get this straight. Mahomes was playing.
I never said crap.
Okay, let's say this: Mahomes played with 2 offensive backups, basically Walmart workers, according to Mini 14. So basically, it doesn't matter. According to you, it doesn't matter how bad the defense is because they're going to play the game of their lives because they're facing 2 backup linemen. So I rest my case.
What? That doesn't even make sense. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now.
Because you said the Buccaneers defense will go. Well, no shit, they're going to be good because they're playing 2 backup linebackers. Why do you think Mahomes had 31 pressures that night?
Because the Bucs what does that have to do with anything, Mike?
Bro, Taylor Heineke played a better game than fucking Patrick Mahomes. And don't give me that crap. Washington has better weapons than the Chiefs. I guarantee
Mike, I have tried to keep up with you, but you are all over the place. You can't say I'm.
All right. Okay. Now that I was saying, I muted your mic because you were talking over me.
Oh,
now I'm going to explain myself because you keep yelling over me. You're the same dude that comes in my comment section asking me to debate you. I went on your channel and and you have 2 subscribers. 2. You have 1 video and it's a Fortnite bullshit. Like I said, I don't know who you are, but you've been wanting to come at me for a while, and I actually blocked your channel. Okay? But you want to come in here in another account because I know I blocked you because all you kept doing was spamming my comment section. But all you want to do is keep making excuses for Mahomes. Oh, the Buccaneers defense is good. Oh, the Buccaneers defense is elite. Well, no shit, it's going to be weak because they're playing 2 fucking backup linemen. If the roles were reversed and Lamar Jackson was in that Super Bowl and he had to play with 2 backup linemen and he was basically had 31 pressures, you really think we're not going to talk about the offensive line? No, we would talk about how he's a running back. And CEO knows this because he's a Ravens fan. He basically hears about the running back joke basically every time Lamar loses. Do you or do you not, CEO?
Yeah, we get a lot of running back jokes.
Yeah, a lot of running back jokes. You really think Lamar Jackson basically makes the Super Bowl and loses to Tom Brady at 43 years old? 43 years old. He didn't even have to play Brady in his prime, so there's no excuses for Mahomes. 3 quarterbacks, and I'm not going to bring up the 2 because the 2 are great quarterbacks. I ain't saying crap about that. Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers. I ain't got nothing against that, but Taylor Heineke, some random we didn't even know, put up better numbers against the Buccaneers defense than Mahomes. If Lamar Jackson played that bad, we would be hearing running back jokes all the fucking time. Let Lamar Jackson struggle against the Buccaneers. CEO, let him suck against the Buccaneers. What would the media be saying right now?
Mm-hmm. They would just probably clown his ability to throw the ball.
Yeah, they would just basically call him a running back.
Pretty much.
All right, so Mr. Annoying, Mr. Annoyance, because that's what your nickname is, I'm going to unmute your microphone so you can actually give me an actual excuse why Mahomes played bad in the Super Bowl. If making the Super Bowl matters, then the Bills are the best team because they made the Super Bowl 4 years in a row. 4 years in a row, and they lost them all, but it doesn't matter because they made the Super Bowl. All right? So, Mr. Annoyance, I'm going to unmute you, and you have to give me an actual reason why Mahomes played bad in that Super Bowl. And if you talk over me once, not only will I kick you from my live stream, I will ban you because not only have you done this once, you've been basically spamming my comment section, debate me. You don't have a big channel. I asked you, what is your channel platform? You said it's on Instagram, and I've been waiting for your ass to give me it since. So I'm going to unmute your microphone. And if you talk shit, I'm going to kick you out. Okay, we clear?
Tell you something, Mike. It's so funny how talking crap is all of a sudden a big sting.
The thing is, you're a Packers fan, and you think you can easily win this battle.
No, I haven't brought the Packers up one time. I haven't said Packers one time, Mike. I'm simply saying, for a guy that makes videos trashing other guys, you're pretty soft right now for saying you'll ban me for trash talking you now live. Is that at least fair to say?
You've been yelling over your microphone.
Okay, yeah, fair. All right, fair. Okay, so let's go back to the Mahomes thing. Number one, Mahomes will always get credit because he's won a Super Bowl. Okay, so the same credit I give to Nick Foles, the same credit I give to Aaron Rodgers, the same credit I give to Mahomes. He's gonna win a Super Bowl. So I know football is all about winning the big game. So going to the Super Bowl isn't enough. Obviously, you have to win. I never try to say that going to the Super Bowl is an accomplishment because obviously, yeah, the Bills did it in the 90s 4 years in a row. The problem with that illustration of yours is that the Bills didn't have a single ring before there. So even if you go to the Super Bowl and you keep losing, it sucks. But at the same time, I can't defend you because you don't have a ring. Mahomes, my whole point with Mahomes is that he's 2 years as a starter. Okay, I strongly believe we're yet to see him in his prime because he's so young. He's won a Super Bowl and he's lost a Super Bowl. So you want to tell a young 24, 25-year-old kid who, like I said, has already been through 2 Super Bowl games, who's lost to Tom Brady too. Let's also factor that part in. He's lost to the greatest of all time. It's not like he lost to some random guy. No, he lost to the GOAT. Okay, let's hold on. Let me answer. Okay. He's very young. He's been to 2 Super Bowls. He has a ring. He hasn't yet hit his prime as far as what the average age is for a quarterback when he starts to hit that spot. And for you to come on here and actually say, well, look at what happened against the Bucs, I'll definitely agree with you. He didn't play well in that Super Bowl, but I'm not going to brand him as a player because of that performance. Because like I said, he gets credit for 2 Super Bowls. He gets credit for a ring. He gets credit for a MVP. So if you want to take four quarters and say, well, how come Mahomes did this? And I think Mahomes is on a downhill now, and he's going downhill because of that performance. That to me,
Well,
and
he is
honestly,
going
I'm
to go
not
on the
like
downhill
hold on,
depending how his contract is.
hold on. Let me finish. I'm not saying you're wrong as far as his performance. I tend to agree with you. Although he was being chased around the entire game, Mahomes did not play well. Now I could blame his offensive line. I don't do that. I can blame receivers. I don't do that. Mahomes played bad, and he lost the game. But are you really going to sit on this live chat and tell me this 24, 25-year-old kid with all his credentials already in his young career is going to be branded for that Buccaneers performance?
Anyone can be like that. As CEO, he knows about a quarterback.
Anyone
like
can
that.
be like, what?
Okay, just give him like an example, like Joe Flacco.
Wait, hold on. Anyone can be like what?
Anyone can win one ring and not go back.
Mike. Okay, come on.
Okay,
man.
okay.
Anyone can win a ring.
Look at what happened to Joe Flacco. He basically won that Super Bowl and didn't care ever since.
Okay. Okay. That's one quarterback out of the
Nick Foles got one
thousands
quarterback
that
and he's been
haven't
trash
won
ever
one.
since.
Okay, fine. That's two quarterbacks out of thousands of quarterbacks that have never won one.
Drew Brees hasn't been back to a Super Bowl since 2009.
Okay,
Aaron Rodgers
hasn't
been back to a Super Bowl since 2010.
Okay, I fully understand what
to
you're
make
saying.
Super Bowl.
Okay,
they have yet to win one. Let alone.
I'm not going to butt the bit on that and flip over that because we're still talking about this. This whole thing of any quarterback can win a Super Bowl is insane that you actually say that because you're bringing up the quarterbacks that probably
if
get the least
Mahomes
amount
wins
of
the
credit
Super
for
Bowl,
an actual
declare him
ring.
the victory. But until then, he might just be like Steph Curry.
What about?
And what I mean by that is Steph Curry. I tell the same this with Packers fans because Aaron Rodgers is basically like Steph Curry. They're cute in the regular season. They can do all these cute plays, these cute passes, these cute 3-point shots. But when it comes to these big moments, they don't have the confidence to do it.
How many rings does Steph Curry have?
3.
So obviously he was cute enough to win one then, right?
Yeah, but the situation was the Warriors were a dynasty.
Oh, so that has nothing to do with him.
I mean, he didn't win MVP.
Just answer the question. That has nothing to do with him then?
He didn't win MVP though. His first ring, Andre Iguodala won the MVP. Then the second 2 years, Kevin Durant won it.
You don't have to win the MVP to be a good player. You could be a good player and still not win.
So basically, he could be a good player and he can have, and with those 3 rings, and be a. Why do you think the Warriors suck now? Because they don't have Kevin Durant anymore, and they got rid of
the Warriors are good at the moment. What are you talking about? Steph Curry is having an MVP year now. No one's talking about it, but go look at his numbers. I just find it funny that you're talking about Aaron Rodgers and Steph Curry right now, guys that have won the Super Bowl. As a Bears fan, who I doubt you're old enough to remember the '85 year, that hasn't seen a
bro. This has nothing to do with the fucking Bears. This has something to do with winning one ring, and you'll be a complete bum, and you don't even care. I'm not saying Mahomes is a bum, let alone that. His division is tough, and I mean tough. I know you don't. I know some people. Oh, I actually muted you. My bad. But I just need to vent for a second. I accidentally muted you, but I guess accent's out. So at the end of the day, Mahomes' division is competitive. He's got the Chargers, who look to have a promising quarterback. The Broncos are a quarterback away from winning the Super Bowl. And the Raiders didn't have a bad of a season last year. So it's not easy for Mahomes. If Mahomes wins the Super Bowl, wins in like 2 more rings, then we can declare him. Then we can declare him as the greatest of all, one of the greatest of all time quarterbacks. But until then, we're always going to remember him losing to Brady at age 43. All right. I'm sorry I muted you, but it was an accident.
We're always going to remember him for that, which is exactly what I said earlier. That's what I was accusing you of, and you got mad. We're always going to remember Patrick Mahomes, who has at least another 10 plus years of football ahead of him. We're always going to remember
He
that
has
one
the
time
worst
before he even
passer
hit his
rating.
prime.
He has the worst
Mike.
passer rating in Super Bowl history, worse than Rex Grossman.
Mike, he's been to 2 Super Bowls. He's won 1. Doesn't that mean anything?
Look, CEO, just I'm just gonna say for an example, okay? And I've already told you this many times, many of times, but you just want, like, let Lamar Jackson suck in that Super Bowl, and you would just say, oh, he's a running back.
No, Mike, but no one's talking about Lamar Jackson. And the big thing with this illustration you keep bringing up, and no disrespect, I know the other guy is a Ravens fan, but Lamar doesn't have a ring. That speaks volume. Rings are everything.
So
I don't believe
he wins a ring, but then they're still going to talk about, he's a running back. The media picks and choose who they want to favor.
Okay, what does that have to do with Mahomes though?
Mahomes gets all the Mahomes. Here's the thing: if Mahomes is a great quarterback, why? Okay,
here. Let me ask the Ravens fan then.
It might be Russell Wilson. Remember, I bet you were telling me this. I bet you remember what Russell Wilson, after he won that Super Bowl, we were going to say, oh, the Seahawks were going to look like they're going to go back to back. Oh, they were going to beat the Patriots. Would you or would you not say that, like, when they won that Super Bowl, they were going to go back to back?
No.
But they went back to back, and you said they were going to build a dynasty.
No, I know. I don't know where you're getting this from. I never said that once. I didn't even know you back then.
Well, many people said that the Seahawks were going to build a dynasty after they won that Super Bowl. And
okay, well, don't put many people's words into my mouth because I haven't said that yet.
I'm just using it as an example. I'm just using it as an example because the same energy with people without Patrick Mahomes is the same people that said about Russell Wilson.
Well, those 2 players' scenarios are night and day. Back then, Russell Wilson had the Legion of Boom. The Legion of Boom was the whole reason why they went to back-to-back games like that. The Chiefs, on the other hand, they're not known for their defense. They're known for their offense. And guess who runs their offense? Patrick Mahomes. So it's the reason why back then, if you actually knew me and asked me, I would have told you the same exact thing. I would have said the Seahawks don't have a dynasty because they have to rely on that defense to be this good every year. And I'm not hating on them. They beat us fair. They beat us fair and square in Aaron Rodgers' MVP year. I give them a lot of credit for that. But I'm saying that Seahawks team was defensive dependent, and rightfully so. That's one of the best defenses I've ever seen. But if you want to compare that to the Kansas City Chiefs of today, they're not known for their defense. They're known for Patrick Mahomes. They're known for Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Andy Reid as this offensive coach. I mean, they're not known for that. So those two situations are totally.
Also, Pete Carroll was and Beastquake, not to mention about him.
Okay, fine. What was more? What was more? What's the word I'm looking for? What won them the Super Bowl more? Beast Mode or Legion of Boom?
I mean, if you have they also have a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Just answer the question, Mike. What won it for them more? Because you want to talk about numbers. You want to talk about numbers. Go ahead and look up the numbers that Russell Wilson put up.
Without a quarterback.
Just answer the question. What was that Seattle Seahawks team known for the most? Were they known for Russell Wilson and Beast Mode, or were they known for probably statistically, arguably, one of the greatest defenses of all time?
Well, to be fair, the Bears defense was basically.
I don't care about the Bears, Mike. We're talking about the Seahawks here. What were they known for back then?
Well, you basically just said the greatest of all time defense. Just had to cut you off there. But if you had to ask me, maybe it was the Legion of Boom, but at the end of the day, man, you could have a great defense, but you have a bad offense. I mean, I'm a Bears fan, I've experienced that my entire life.
This is exactly what I'm talking about, Mike. Like, you're so vague with your answers. You can't just give me a straight answer.
I already did give you a straight answer. I said they were known as the Legion of Boom.
Okay, so then we're done with that then, because you just contradicted
Because
what
they
you
have
said.
listen, they have a Hall of Fame quarterback, don't they?
As far as back then, no, he wasn't a Hall of Famer yet.
Well, okay. That's at the end of the day, man. I'm just hoping in 2026, you can't take back this. You can't say Mahomes is a fraud. If he doesn't make back to that Super Bowl, or let alone winning a Super Bowl, you can't call him a fraud. I hope you keep the same energy.
Why are we talking about a day 5 years from now? We're right now we're talking about what we know here and now.
So
I'm not going to come back to you 5 years from now, Mike, and have this conversation with you. We're talking about what we actually know. I'm not going off hypothetical.
What I know, Mahomes can basically go to the Super Bowls until he retires. You would still say, "Oh, he's the best quarterback in the league."
If he keeps going to Super Bowls?
Yeah, until he retires.
Okay, here. Is it realistic to say, he's probably going to go 3, let's say 2 more. Is it realistic to say he's going to go to at least two more in his career?
Well, depending. Well, the AFC is the toughest division. It's kind of hard to say if he's like going back because Brady's not in that division anymore. I mean, that conference.
Okay, so that means he's more likely to go then.
Well, there's other teams that are more likely to go than the Chiefs.
Okay. I don't care about the other teams. We're talking about the Chiefs right now. Do the Chiefs, in your mind, and let's just say the next 5 years, do you see them in another Super Bowl game or multiple Super Bowl games, especially with Tom Brady being out of that conference? Yes or no?
At this point, with the contract with Patrick Mahomes and the cap space for other players, I think next year we're going to find out more if Mahomes can do it with less. But as of now, I don't have much hope on them getting back to the Super Bowl. And that's fair because that 10-year deal, when Mahomes signed that 10-year deal, I don't think they should have paid Mahomes that lot of money. It was just one Super Bowl. I don't think they should have not paid him that money because it
bothers me that one Super Bowl in your mind is like effortless.
It's effortless at this point, even with that contract.
That's just so bizarre to me. That's so bizarre that you would say a Super Bowl championship is effortless. If that was you know what? Let me talk to the Ravens fan. You as a Ravens fan, as a Lamar Jackson fan, would you say it's effortless, especially the way Lamar has played in the last? I actually like Lamar. I have nothing against him. I was firmly against all this running back crap talk. I think Lamar Jackson is a great guy. I think he's a great leader to have. He's a great locker room guy from what we hear about.
Mm-hmm.
I know surely you can't agree with what he's saying right now about it being effortless, especially the way Lamar Jackson has played in that.
It's not easy. Winning a Super Bowl is not easy.
So, Mike, again, going back to you, now that you heard him say that, are you really going to hold up to that truth of
let me also ask
anybody can just win one?
Let me ask the Ravens fan that question. Is it out the wrong for me to think that a team that paid a quarterback, what's his deal? Because I know he got paid for 10 years. Like, he's the highest paid quarterback. So, hypothetically speaking, is it out the wrong for me to think that a team that basically has all their money on a quarterback is basically going to have more lesser talent, basically throwing to, draft classes, draft wide receivers, is it out there wrong for me to think that, they can't go back to the Super Bowl because you need what receivers make quarterbacks.
That's not true.
I mean, I wouldn't say that receivers 100% make quarterbacks. I mean, they help them, but I don't. I mean, we've seen Tom Brady throw to people who wouldn't be considered good wide receivers and do pretty well. But
with
Julian Edelman was a quarterback.
With that much money, I don't see the Chiefs. Like, at the end of the day, man, they have key players, man. They also have to get paid too.
Okay, so I don't disagree with your point about paying a player big money is going to hurt your cap space. I mean, that's just the normal thing. But why do you think the Chiefs paid them that kind of money?
After 1 year, I wouldn't give them that. I wouldn't give them that large of a contract, though.
Hold on. Remember that 1 year that we're talking about, though. That 1 year where he was the first-year guy, where he was a second-year player in the NFL, where he won the MVP, where he threw 50-plus touchdowns, and then he won the Super Bowl. That's not just a 1 year where he, tossed 33 and won a playoff game and lost, and this guy is like, no. This is like a year that we had never seen as far as the performance.
Your mic is echoing.
what?
His mic is echoing.
Yeah, because I didn't really understand what he said.
Yeah, he's basically.
Is there any answer there? Or?
I mean, to be honest, I didn't know what you said. The mic was just like acting weird and shit.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. What I basically said was that they gave him a long contract because of that 1 year. But let's not act like that 1 year was just an average year. Okay. He was a first time starter. It was his second year in the league. He won the MVP. He tossed 50-plus touchdown passes. He beat teams in the playoffs. He won the Super Bowl. Okay, let's not act like that 1 year was just a random year where he totally did his job. No.
I mean, most teams would have paid him that money.
Yeah. Why? Because it's
I doubt.
Yeah, because
I think the teams would still pay him, but not huge as a contract that the Chiefs would. Because
I don't know. He was seen as he is a generational talent, and I think when you have a generational talent, I disagree. I do think a lot of teams would have paid him that amount.
Exactly.
I don't think they would. I just think they would give him like a decent amount of money.
Okay, Mike. To be totally fair though, you're on the side that is a lot smaller. Because there is a reason why a Packer fan and a Raven fan can talk about a Chiefs player and say, yeah, that makes total sense why you would pay a guy like that. Even if you have to overpay for him. He's a generational talent. So even going back to your original question
Okay. Are the
here. Just let me finish that thought then. You pay this player because of what he can do. He can do a lot more with a lot less than the majority of guys in the league. That's why you pay this guy. It's easier to find a quarterback than find a bunch of great weapons for an average guy.
Okay. Just when the Chiefs have a bad offseason because of look, do I think Mahomes should have that type of money? No. I would give him a fair contract. I don't like
But I just had a question. What do you mean, fair in terms of
Yeah. What's a fair contract?
Well, when did they give him his contract? Like after the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Okay, so a fair deal would be like, okay, Mahomes, you won us the Super Bowl. Let's give you a 2-year deal.
Oh,
let's see what you can do.
No team would do that, Michael. No team would do that. I mean,
Mike, who in their right mind would sit their quarterback down who just won a Super Bowl and the MVP and say, well, let's give you a 2-year deal to really see what you can do? What is the end result
with
for
more
every
talent
team?
around it. Basically, what he's going to be told to do is he's going to be like, "Oh, Mahomes, oh, we trust you to make this wide receiver look good."
Wait. Okay, here. Okay, fine. Here, I'll put this in an easier way. Then, what more does Mahomes have to do to show you that he's worth the hype?
He can win. He can win with like practice squad receivers because at that point, it's going to come to that because of the contract.
Okay, and outside of Tom Brady, who has done that and who is the GOAT, who else has done that before?
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning has never has the games that he won. His offense was very good.
I mean, he was throwing to like a bunch of random. I don't even like remember like
Yeah,
Denver.
Demaryius Thomas and Dallas Clark and Marvin Harrison. Yeah, those guys aren't good.
Okay, since we don't want to bring up, what about Drew Brees?
Nope. Stay on topic. Stay on topic here. Can you just say you
The
at least
Broncos won because of their defense.
who won because of their defense? The Chiefs?
Oh my gosh, bro. Here's the thing, though. Look. I know you have your opinion. I know you have mine. But is it out the wrong for me to think that a team
Yes.
that just overpay their quarterback and they're just going to tell him, "Oh, we trust you to make this guy look good. Oh, we're going to trust you to carry us even if our defense sucks." That's what
Yes.
he basically is being told to do.
Yes, you are 100% completely wrong on that. To actually question a quarterback who achieved the highest thing you could
That's what
possibly
he's
achieve his first year. Yes, you're very wrong.
That's what he's being told. He's basically being saying, "Okay, Mahomes, we paid you this large of a contract. We don't have much to pay." You really think there aren't Chiefs players complaining about Mahomes' contract? Bro, they literally made memes about Mahomes' contract.
You can make all the memes you actually want about Mahomes, but the bottom line is this: the highest achievement you would have as a quarterback, he's already achieved it.
But he has to prove that he's worth that money, that he can do more with no-name wide receivers.
Wait, winning a Super Bowl isn't saying like I
Not-
don't look
no,
at
it's a
I don't look at
Super Bowl with no
quarterbacks and I don't look at quarterbacks and judge their Super Bowl performance off. Well, his team was better. His team was no. If you win a Super Bowl, that's yours. So this whole idea of he has to show that he could win with you. You sound like one of the Brady haters that actually throws
I'm not a Brady here. I actually like Brady.
Okay, no. I never said you were. I said you sound like one. The Brady haters that always give some excuse on why Tom Brady isn't as good as the rings that he actually has. The bottom line is this: he has them. The bottom line is this: he's been there. And for Mahomes, yeah, you're absolutely right. We don't know what the future holds, but we do know this: in the short amount of time he's been a starter, he's been good. He's been one of the best in the league. So to say that, wrong for me to, he may not.
I'm gonna stick with my
Absolutely,
opinion.
it's wrong.
Look,
I know you stick with that opinion, but I'm
Okay,
not trying to change your mind on that. I'm simply pointing out why it's so flawed.
okay. I'm just hoping I'm just hoping you keep that same energy because Mahomes is going to have going from Tyreek Hill to basically going to a Walmart person.
I mean, like,
Oh, our defense might suck. They have key defensive players too. Yeah, their defense is terrible, but imagine they have key players too on their defense. They have Chris Jones. They have who's number 32.
listen, I don't expect like Mahomes to be Brady, but I do think he's going to be great.
I mean, he is going to be great, but I don't think he's.
Bam. We could stop there. If you think he's gonna be great, guess what? the money is worth it, especially when you're 24 years old with a ring already. I'll just ask you this. This will really solve everything. Is Mahomes a Hall of Famer by the time this whole his whole career is up? Yes or no?
Is Mahomes going to go in the Hall of Fame?
Most likely.
I have to judge in like 5 years.
I mean, if he goes on the trajectory, he is.
Let's just go by the eyeball test. What we see right now, is Mahomes a Hall of Famer in your book?
He is until like, you know, he is until like he proves me he just proves me wrong and just like sucks.
I mean,
okay, because
the eyeball. It's not the question.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I mean, come on, Mike. We got to be realistic. Like, if
I
you
literally
look at him,
said he's a Hall of Famer until he like proves me.
No, we're not saying he is a Hall of Famer. We're just saying if you take what the
way he's playing now,
he has done, he is a Hall of Famer if he continues being this dominant. And hell yeah,
he is a Hall of Famer, but he has to prove to me with his contract because. From what
I mean, he already earned the contract. The contracts aren't given like what you did; they're just given on your potential, and he has enormous potential. That's why they gave him the contract.
He has enormous potential, and he already has a ring, which is which is the end result that we're all chasing as players and fans and front offices. Like the fact is this, Mike. You and I, and I'm sorry, man. I didn't catch your name. What's your name?
CEO.
Okay. You, I, and this guy can all sit here and all agree Mahomes is great. Mahomes is a Super Bowl champ, and there's a very, very, very high chance he's a Hall of Famer. That means no matter what you pay him now, he's worth every penny of that contract.
Right.
Every penny of that contract, because of what he's proven already. He has more rings than most franchises do. He is worth every penny. And I know you can say that about a lot of guys. Like Foles has more rings than most franchises. But put it in context. Mahomes has an MVP. Mahomes had an MVP last year. Mahomes is probably going to have more. Mahomes is going to outplay Rodgers because Rodgers is on the back nine of his career now. Mahomes is going to say that, well, if he's going to be good now. I'm not saying he's dominant, but he's already pretty good. He's already proven that he can.
Fix your microphone.
I mean,
it's just it's wild that you don't give him that credit.
Okay.
Wait. Like, Michael, do you believe that he's earning the contract right now? Do you believe that?
Well, I just got to see, but as of now,
because
he's looking very promising to that contract. But
because I think he's earning it because he gave him a second Super Bowl appearance.
So, CEO, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, let's say, worst case scenario, he sucks.
Okay.
I know it's unlikely, but I'm just saying,
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say he sucks. It's not really his fault because he has a big contract, and the Kansas City Chiefs don't have much to, basically keep anybody. Let's just say, he sucks. He doesn't go back to the Super Bowl, and he's basically just in the playoffs, but loses. So are we going to say, oh, he's still worth that contract?
Yeah, well, I think we are, because if you listen, there's very few quarterbacks in the history of the NFL that just make the Super Bowl like every year or every other year like Tom Brady does. I mean, that's very rare. So like that contract, if he just becomes like Aaron Rodgers the rest of his career, or like Drew Brees the rest of his career, like always in contention, always in the playoffs, even though he doesn't make it to the Super Bowl, that's still worth the contract.
So what would it have to be for it to regret
paying him that contract? What would it?
He
what
would have to play like dog shit, but he hasn't proven he has never really played like dog shit.
So he has to play like dog shit in order for it to be like okay.
Yeah, because if he keeps the Chiefs relevant for the next decade, that's worth the money financially.
Yeah, but this is.
Remember,
I have a feeling.
remember this part too. Remember this part too. He's already delivered a Lombardi Trophy to the organization. That alone is worth the majority of his deal.
I mean, yeah, because you got to. It's just I don't really see the argument here.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, no,
like
because
Eugene really said,
there is no argument.
well, the Chiefs have a lot of pressure on next year because they give Mahomes that huge contract.
I mean, the Chiefs. I mean, they gave him the huge contract, but after they gave him the huge contract, he made a Super Bowl appearance.
Well, that's his first year. He has to prove it like 5 years. Because
You don't have to make the Super Bowl like every year if you have a mega contract. You just have to keep them relevant.
Well, if he doesn't keep them relevant, then they're going to look back and say, "Oh."
I mean, yeah, if he doesn't keep them relevant, if he falls off the cliff, which is very unlikely, if that's very unlikely, if he falls off a cliff, then yeah, I guess. But even then, I mean, they're paying him for two reasons: one, because he has enormous potential, and two, because they haven't won like a Super Bowl in like 50 years since Mahomes.
And you know what? To add on to that point too, they paid him. Therefore, his job it's not to carry the team for the rest of his career there. His job, just like this guy said, keep them a relevant football team. It's up to the front office to put the right pieces around him to make a Super Bowl run. But his job isn't to win the Super Bowl single-handedly each and every year. Otherwise, he's just a failure, and he doesn't deserve that deal. No. That's up to the front. The front office says, you're our golden boy. We believe if we put trash around you, you can still make this team good. Obviously, they're not going to do that, but he's that good. I don't see that.
So,
Yeah,
I mean, they basically have that. That's what I basically agree. They have a conversation saying, "Oh, we believe in you." So they're basically putting all their losses, all those free agents that will probably go away because of that contract. So they're basically saying,
I definitely disagree with that. I disagree with that all the way.
just in case they lose their bunch of key players, that's basically what you're saying. Is that's the whole thing?
You're making it sound like you're making it sound like it's a bad idea to take to lose some money on my deal because I had to go play with Mahomes. You don't think players are going to be like, "Wow, I want to go play for the Chiefs now"?
He's going to have the Tom Brady effect where players are going to take lower contracts.
Exactly, players are going to want to play with him. Thank you.
Well, there's more players that want a huge contract.
Yeah, but you can still get like good veteran players that are going to want to.
Yeah, like nobody's arguing that. There's probably more players that want to chase the money, and that's perfectly fine with me. But with the same energy that you're using to say that, you also have to say too, there's going to be some good players out there that say, "Hey, I'll go ahead and take a cut if I get to play with Patrick Mahomes."
All right.
Is that at least fair to say?
Well, when does free agency start?
Sometime in like the next 2 weeks or so.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a lot. I'm gonna be doing free agency live streams just to see what goes on. So
it doesn't have to happen like this year because really, I mean, they have a lot of talent now. You still have Tyreek Hill. I'm not talking about the long term. I'm talking about next year. You still have Bill. You still have Kelsey. You still have Robinson. I believe you still have talent there. So
Robinson,
if the Chiefs don't make a splash in free agency this year, then you're wrong. No, it doesn't have to be this contract is for the next decade. And to say that, well, I just don't think it's going to happen in the next 10 years. Come on, man. Your scenario. No chance that's going to happen.
for someone who wanted to debate me, I thought you would get a fucking better microphone.
I mean, what's the argument? What are we arguing? Like, I don't really get the argument. Like,
he's probably one of like I said, he was like, I'm basically gonna kick him at this point. I'm just going, hey, if you want to debate me, get a fucking better microphone.
That is such a cheap way out of it, Mike. Come on.
I mean, but what are we arguing? Like, you're arguing that. I mean, I like what is like? Because Michael, I mean, are you trying to say that? Is your expectation of Mahomes is that he's not worthy of that money? That's what you want. Like, that's what you think?
Well, until
Because in a couple of years, he's actually going to be underpaid.
if the Chiefs are able to build a super team around him, like let's keep Tyreek Hill because I think Tyreek Hill's going to stay in the Chiefs for a very long time. He has a great tight end, Travis Kelce.
Right.
I'm not saying anything. And then what they're going to try to do, well, what I think they should have done is basically build a team around, a quarterback. Just give him a wide receiver too, and go over a wide receiver.
Right. But how? I mean, so you're basically saying that the money he's going to get is going to stop them from building a team around him?
Well, if it affects them, probably, yeah.
Because at the end of the day, they have two options. Either they're going to get a above average quarterback that they can give a fair deal to and build a team around him, or they can get a generational talent in Mahomes, give him the money, and he's going to have to try to elevate players, or they're going to have to luck out in the draft and get some good talent. And
which is the better case scenario, by the way.
I'd rather have a generational talent as quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure why that's even an argument. You want the generational guy. You don't want to just build a couple pieces together and win that way.
Well, that's how you build. That's how the puzzle has to be built in the NFL.
Okay, so what are we arguing here then? Because that's exactly what I'm trying to tell. I'm trying to tell you right now. The Chiefs are doing it right.
So you're basically saying, oh, you need just a star player quarterback. It doesn't matter if you have like practice squad team.
I mean, but listen, they
okay, but that doesn't mean they're gonna do that every year. I'm saying it's possible that he can do a lot with very little. But I'm also not saying that's what the Chiefs are gonna do. Like, well, we have a good guy. Let's just go get trash and put him. No, the Chiefs aren't gonna stop now. That's why they gave him the deal. Now it's let's just put talent around him. Again, you're taking the worst case scenario and making it seem like it's more likely to happen. They're not going to pick trash out for him for the next 10 years now. They're going to go get the best guy that's available.
I mean, look what happened to Aaron Rodgers. They failed to build a team around him.
But
okay, but I'd much rather have that than not have anything at all.
All right, so if Mahomes fails, I'm just hoping you keep that same energy.
He's not going to fail. He's just going to.
Yeah, I don't get why you keep saying that. Like,
I never
so crazy.
I said worst case scenario if he fails.
Yeah, but like we're picking the least scenario likely. Like we're picking the worst scenario possible that's unlikely to happen.
So why don't you tell this to Fist Vegas?
I've told this to Fist. Like Fist, listen. I mean, what do you mean, like Fist? Does Fist not think Fist doesn't like Mahomes? Because I don't really watch his Mahomes.
No, he likes Mahomes. If he didn't like Mahomes, why did he put him as number one?
That's right. So I don't get like
he slandered Patrick Mahomes. He basically did a live stream about Mahomes.
Yeah, but you have to understand, Fisk is just doing that because he doesn't like Chiefs fans and he wants to, beef with them, and he's angry that Tom Brady won, so he wants to take out some of his anger on Mahomes. But that's just for entertainment. That's not. He doesn't actually believe that Mahomes is going to be a failure.
Well, the Chiefs fans needed it. He also said the Chiefs fans needed to relax.
Yeah, I mean they're excited about Patrick Mahomes. I understand that. I mean, I would be excited if I had Patrick Mahomes as my quarterback, but they do need to relax because some of them are cocky. I would go with that.
Let me ask you this, Mike. Okay, let me ask this. I just got two more questions, and then I'm leaving this whole talk now. Okay, I got two questions for you. What are the chances in your mind, or here? I'll start with this one. Do you believe Mahomes will live up to his contract? Just yes or no. Just a very simple question.
As of my eyes right now, with the way he's playing, it looks like it.
Okay. Okay. So yes. Okay. My next question is this: what would he have to do to not live up to it, or
What would
what,
he have what would he have to do
what
not
would he
to
have to
live
do?
up to it?
Yeah. What does he have to do to not live up to his deal?
Okay, so basically, this is what he has to do to not live up to his ego. Basically, what he has to do is basically not make these receivers look good. Like, I know Tyreek Hill's good. I know Travis Kelsey's good, but I'm just saying, other receivers around him are, well, I'll put it this way. The only key players on the Chiefs offense are Patrick Mahomes, obviously, because that's the quarterback. Tyreek Hill is basically a cheat code, and Travis Kelsey is the greatest tight end of all time. So
Wait, what?
Okay. Well, if you're gonna brand Hill a cheat code and Kelsey the greatest of all time, which I definitely disagree with both. But if you're gonna do that, make sure you give your flowers to Mahomes too, because Tyreek Hill and Kelsey definitely aren't responsible for the creation of Patrick Mahomes. So just make sure you're staying relevant with that.
okay. I mean,
So
they
again,
literally did the
what
same
does he
thing with
have to
Alex
do to
Smith.
not live
I
up?
mean, they literally did the same thing with Alex Smith.
Okay, what does he have to do to not live up to the deal? Yes or no?
I'm still living up to the deal.
Okay, but I'm saying in your world, what does Patrick Mahomes need to or not do to not live up to the deal he has right now?
Basically, not make any though. Make any. Basically, it's basically Tom Brady on a no receiving team with a practice squad, and he still is not living up to the expectation. What I mean by that is not making any receivers look good.
Okay, so not making any if he doesn't make any receivers look good in the next decade, he in your mind he's not living up to the deal he has, correct?
Yes, that's how. That is
Okay.
how.
Oh my! That's a
Okay.
bad. That's a
I
bad
know.
argument.
I'm so glad we have reached this point. What do you believe the chance? 10 years is a long time, Mike. In the next 10 years, what do you think the chances are he's not going to make guys?
What are the chances of what?
What do you think the chances are that he's not going to make a mediocre guy good
What are the chances of making a mediocre guy look good?
in the next 10 years? Remember, 10 years is a long time. What do you think the chances are of that? Let's just say 1 out of 100.
Okay, as of right now, I give it a 99
Of that. So you're resting your whole argument out of the 1 time out of 100 times. That's what you're resting your old thing on right now.
Well, how would you put it?
The exact opposite. I'm going with the 99.
Okay, as of right now, Patrick Mahomes has a 99% chance of making a mediocre receiver look good. But the next
And you're
10
not
years,
going to take those odds?
yeah, I'll take those odds.
Okay, so then what are you arguing then?
I'm arguing that as of right now in my eyeball, he looks like that, but he has to prove it to me. I can literally just say, "Oh, I can see him as going back to the Super Bowl next year," but he actually has to prove it to me.
But he's won a Super Bowl. What more does he have to prove?
Also, we can't pay him. Like, it wouldn't be fair to the player to be like, well, you're gonna have to prove you're gonna have to prove it like 5 years down the line, so we can give you a mega contract that any other team would probably give you now. Like, that's unrealistic.
Yeah, exactly. Here, you guys both sound like you guys know your sports. I'm from Los Angeles. I'm a big Laker fan. Okay, a couple years ago, the Lakers basically traded all of our depth away for LeBron James and Davis. And
Yep.
today, people will trash us because now those players that we traded away are doing great and their careers are taking off and they're averaging high points per game.
Mm-hmm.
My simple answer to that is, but we won a championship. Isn't that the?
Yeah, but didn't
It's
LeBron
the whole reason why we do this.
Didn't LeBron's first year he missed the playoffs?
But they won.
But he won a championship. I don't care if he missed the playoffs his first year. He's brought a championship back here. That's the end game of all this.
Anthony Davis, what do you expect?
What's that?
He was gifted with Anthony Davis.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's exactly my point. That's exactly what I'm saying right now. We as Laker fans have gotten trashed because you guys traded all these guys away for 2 players. It's like, yeah, but we have a ring to show for it.
But
It's the same thing with Patrick Mahomes.
Listen, I would kind of understand the argument if we were talking about the Patriots, but the Chiefs should be happy to get 1 Super Bowl. They haven't won one in like 50 years, so that.
Yeah, I mean it's just amazing to me, Mike, how you're downplaying the challenge it is to get a Super Bowl.
It's coming from a channel that basically has 12 subscribers. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, well, a channel with 12 subscribers is outperforming you in this debate right now. So that says more about you than
I'm not.
That does about me.
There's no outperforming in debates.
Oh, that's exactly what a debate is, Mike. Someone wins and someone loses. That's why it's called debating.
You never won. You basically have just corny.
And right now, Mike.
Let me talk good about. Look, you said you were going to ask me 2 questions and you were going to go.
Talk good about Mahomes? Of course I'm going to talk good about Mahomes because he has a Super Bowl. Like, I'm not even being biased. I'm not even a Chiefs fan. I'm speaking. I'm here facts. I'm not.
So, did you kick him out?
He did. He basically was just like, talk to me. Get a better microphone, dog.
I mean, like, I didn't, but I mean,
bro, he was sounding like he won this was a competition. Like I said, in 10 years, we're going to see who really won this competition.
I mean, I don't know the history with you, what you guys, what beef is. I don't know the history about that, so.
Okay, I'll tell you about my history. He came on my channel when I basically, was trolling the Packers fans, even though they were undefeated, they were 4-0. He come on my channel and was spamming debate me in the comment section. I'm like, bro, I don't even know you. So I went on his channel. He has 3 videos.
Mm-hmm.
Then he basically I blocked his other channel because he was just spamming. So he comes on with the other channel. Then I blocked. Then after a couple attempts, with trying to reason with this dude, then I blocked his channel because he was just a negative vibe for the company.
Okay.
And now it's just like, bro, what are you trying to? It's the same thing with Adam. And the only thing, look. This is what Fizz Vegas tried to tell Chiefs fans. You need to relax because you win that 1 Super Bowl. It's good you won that Super Bowl because you haven't won in 50 years. That was the last time you won the Super Bowl. Okay, it's good, but don't act like, oh, you're gonna have a dynasty.
I mean, listen, I understand their enthusiasm. I really do, because I do think Patrick Mahomes is going to be a great quarterback.
But you don't have a dynasty.
But I mean, I don't know. I did honestly think I thought they were going to go back to back, but they didn't. So, of course, that doesn't mean Chiefs fans. Some Chiefs fans were talking shit like he's gonna be Brady and he's gonna win 7 rings and shit. But I'm like, that's probably not gonna happen. So I think that's what he meant by they need to chill out.
Didn't Brady call off the Chiefs fans? Why not shoot for 7? Why do you want to go to 6 and tie with Brady? Your goal should be 7. I think Brady called out the Chiefs fans, Mahomes fanboys out there, and they basically
right. I try to separate the fan base from the quarterback as much as possible when evaluating them.
Well, I don't think he talked. It was the players that he was talking.
Right, but when Fist did that live stream, remember he was pissed that Mahomes let him down because You know, Fist didn't want Brady to win. He did not want Brady to win.
Biggest Tom Brady hater.
He
But
yeah,
at
he
the end of the day, his life moves on. Like his life moves on. Like I don't think he's still upset that the Chiefs won that. The Chiefs lost that.
no, he's
Super
not upset about that. I'm just saying at the moment when he did it, he was upset with Mahomes because Fist knows that Mahomes is a great quarterback. Like he knows it, but he was just upset with Mahomes and the fan base because the Chiefs fan base was talking shit. Like they won one Super Bowl and they keep on talking shit, and people are tired of that. And so he wanted revenge on that, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, what you have to understand is this: Mahomes has a big contract, okay? And I know some people are going to say, "Oh, he deserves that contract." In a
Man.
few years, he's basically going to be told to do like, "Oh, what Tom Brady did his whole career."
Awesome kid.
And I'm going to say this during my prediction video, which I'll drop on late May when I don't know when the schedules come out.
Mhm.
I will say this, but you guys are going to get a sneak peek. Mahomes is being taught to do what Brady has to be taught to do, what Aaron Rodgers has to be taught to do, what Drew Brees has been doing.
This is
Basically making any wide receivers that look like they're from college, that look like they're still in high school, do well.
Mhm.
That's what basically he's being told to do. I don't think the Chiefs are going to win like 15 games as they did last year. I know they won 14, but week 17 they rest their starters. In a 17-game season, which is this year, I don't think the Chiefs can win more than I would say they're 12-4, 11-5.
Right. But wait, hold on. Let me just this retarded shit about Lamar Jackson sucks. Awesome kid, Lamar Jackson. Kyler Murray is a bootleg Lamar Jackson and like a midget Lamar Jackson.
Kyler Murray is like the worst version of Lamar Jackson.
Like he's a bootleg miniature version of Lamar Jackson. What do you mean Lamar Jackson sucks? It makes no sense. Your quarterback is basically Lamar Jackson, but worse
version of him
and shorter. Makes no sense. You basically just admitted Kyler Murray some shit.
And Kyler Murray has better weapons than Lamar Jackson.
You're lucky. You should be thankful, awesome kid, that Kyler Murray can see over 6'6" linemen. You are so lucky because he practiced that too, because I can assure you that in training camp he probably hit them on the head multiple times with the ball.
He probably needs a snapping ladder every time he practices.
And if you keep talking shit, awesome kid, I will fucking wage war on fucking Kyler Murray and nothing. I won't be reasonable about Kyler Murray anymore. He's gonna be straight shit.
CEO, imagine if Kyler Murray loses and JJ Watt towers over him.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, right. Like JJ Watt next to like Kyler Murray, that's his kid.
Imagine him towering over Kyler Murray and when Kyler Murray like an interception.
The reason they wanted JJ Watt in the first place was so he could babysit your quarterback. Awesome kid. That's why. Fuck out of here with that slander.
Die.
Talking. Man. Anyway, what were we talking about?
We were talking about how JJ Watt was gonna babysit Kyler Murray. He probably protects him from the monster saying, "Don't worry, Kyler. Don't you remember the movie? You remember the movie Monsters Inc. where they said where Sully tells Boo, no, don't be. There's no one gonna come out of the closet. That's literally what he tells Kyler Murray.
Wait. You said Lamar Jackson is a bootleg Michael Vick, so you're basically saying that Kyler Murray is a bootleg of a bootleg. That's what you're saying? Awesome kid. Man.
Not to mention he called Joe Flacco Jones Flacco.
Jones Flacco. Fuck out of here, awesome kid, bro. Call me when you hit puberty and you can actually logically think, then come to the table and discuss. But until then, sit in the kiddie table over there with your quarterback, Kyler Murray. Fuck out of here.
Kyler Murray probably needs a chip table, with a little baby sit on, like in a special ass chair. That's probably what Kyler Murray uses now.
Right, he needs fucking stilts to drive a car. Fuck out of here. Talking about.
He probably needs a ladder to get in his own vehicle.
He play like that's how you know JJ Watt is stupid. Like, how do you go to out of all the places you pick, like Arizona? Like JJ Watt is retarded. How do you go to Arizona?
Probably because of DeAndre Hopkins.
Unless he has to be like his brother type of level shit. Because why would you go to Arizona? Like, he can't just be his friend. He has to be like his brother. Because there's no way you would sacrifice going to Arizona and having to deal with shit fans like Awesome Kid. Like, there's just no way. Like, I would do that for fun. It has to be brother.
About a couple months from August, he's gonna miss Deshaun Watson.
Right. I mean, it's just like you wouldn't do that for a friend. You have to do that for like a brother because there's no way, bro. You would go to Arizona. Like, Austin, why do you even like? What's up with the Raptors? Why? How the hell do you become a Raptors and an Arizona fan at the same time? That makes no sense.
He probably joined them when Kawhi Leonard won them their championship.
Yeah, he probably did. And because there's no way, like, how do you become an Arizona fan? Like, he's a double masochist. You decide to be a crappy Raptors fan and a crappy Arizona fan. And then you have the nerve to even talk to another franchise. Shit, your franchise hasn't won a Super Bowl ever, and it will never win a Super Bowl. Like, what do you... Man, Awesome Kid, you're lucky that Fist barely addresses you because he would roast the shit out of you too. The hell? Don't worry, Butters, because when Cardinals go to Chicago, it's over for Nick Foles.
Don't worry, Butters, the next time when the Cardinals go over. Bro, even if we have Nick Foles in his sleep, Nick Foles at the age of 32 is better than Kyler Murray. In his sleep, in his backup career, is better than Tom. Yo, get the fuck out of here. It's that troll. Go in timeout.
Blocked.
No, I put him in timeout.
Oh. Well,
it's the same dude that will just, bro. After I was like, I don't even know. I don't even know his channel. He basically has 12 subscribers. Like, dude, get the fuck out of here, man.
Man, ain't nobody afraid of, like, is Kyler Murray even like tall?
Dixon dunks all game. Why are we afraid of somebody who runs around like a little midget every play? He's not a great thrower of the football.
I mean, to be fair, if you think about it, like, the Cardinals probably save a lot of money in restaurants, so they go in the restaurants claiming Kyler Murray's a kid, get discounts. Cardinals go to that. Anyway. Yeah.
Man, Awesome Kid's like, oh my God. Hey, Awesome Kid, man. If your quarterback can't even beat two backup quarterbacks named John Wolford and CJ Beathard, what makes you think he's going to beat Nick Foles? What makes you think he's going to beat Nick Foles? Because Nick Foles is not a very good quarterback right now, and I regret saying that. I'm just saying, if it was a very situational quarterback, if it was like a situation where, oh my gosh, our quarterback, sir, we need to go to you, Nick Foles. Right now, he's like trash. I don't know why he's still playing in the NFL.
Nah, Cardinals are just going to be an average team until Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is just going to be average probably most of the time, to be honest.
Kyler Murray is just going to probably consider going back to baseball.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, is a baseball like a tall people sport, or is like every?
I mean, he probably was better off doing baseball. J.J. Watt and Chandler.
Yeah, the only thing is when he's on the field. When he's on the field. When is JJ Watt ever on the field? Awesome, good.
JJ, okay, well, a better question is, are they going to be better when their quarterback can't move the ball down the field? How are they going to do? How are they going to be better? How is JJ Watt going to feel when Kyle Murray just basically goes 3 and out every drive? Huh?
I don't.
JJ Watt is this close to towering over Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I mean, he basically already does tower over Kyler Murray.
Yeah, he can tower Kyler Murray over, and basically
Like-
Kyler Murray will shit his pants.
It's funny seeing Kyler Murray run around like on the field. He legitimately looks like a toddler running around. Like his legs move funny. Like when he goes across. And have you ever seen his legs move?
It's like a toddler, man.
See, that's why Fist doesn't like him.
No, Fist doesn't like him because, like, look,
Cardinal fans, you don't like him.
I think DJ will. Here's what you have to understand. I think Daniel Jones will have like weapons. Like, I don't think he'll have like wide receiver talent. I just think he'll have a better season than Kyle Murray.
I mean, I do think that I just don't think DJ is good, to be honest with you.
I mean, to be fair, the Giants' wide receiver core is crap.
Yeah, their wide receiver core is some shit. I mean, I would like to see him with receivers, but to be honest, I just don't. I don't see like him being good. I don't.
I mean, until he like gets weapons, then you can criticize him. I mean, I don't even know why Evan Ingram made the Pro Bowl.
I mean, Evan Ingram is actually regarded as one of the top tight ends in the league. I don't know why, but I mean, people just like
Don't
he's
try
always
to say that to Fist Vegas.
what?
Don't try to say that to Fist Vegas, man.
No, I mean Fisk knows, like he would know this. He knows that's true. He knows that Evan Ingram, like if you look at any like list of tight ends, like you'll see Evan Ingram up there among the league's like premium tight ends. I don't know why, because like Evan Ingram has no hands, so I don't know how he's even up there. But
I don't think you should tell that to Fist Vegas, man.
no, I told him like maybe I should look at Kyle Pitts, but he doesn't want that either. Doesn't want Kyle Pitts. He wants a receiver.
I mean, I think DJ would want to have Kyler's weapons than his own weapons. I mean, I just got the news that the Giants cut Golden Tate.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, just until he has weapons, then he also has a good coach. I mean, Joe Judge. I mean, I just think that this is the year that Daniel Jones gets some help, gets some weapons, and it's probably going to be his year to prove himself with elite talent receivers.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
See, you'll talk to me with Lamar.
wait, what did he say? She'll talk to me when Lamar Jackson doesn't choke in the playoffs like he does every year. I mean, well, talk to me when your quarterback actually wins a playoff game. All right.
Or ever sniffs the playoffs.
Yeah, talk to me then. Awesome kid. Why are you shitting on Lamar Jackson? You should be praising him. Like you literally called him the bootleg of a bootleg. So why we should be praising Lamar so your quarterback doesn't look like shit. Your quarterback got drafted because of Lamar Jackson, all right? So don't even talk shit.
The quarterback only got drafted because, I mean, the other team wanted to move on from a rookie quarterback.
And plus, awesome kid, isn't like your bedtime like an hour ago or some shit like that? Go to sleep.
Well, kid doesn't have a bedtime.
No, that's why he keeps talking shit. He doesn't get enough sleep. That's why his brain is all fucked up.
I bet Awesome Kid has a. You remember that Dexter meme where he says stun them holes,
When he said what?
stun them holes,
Stunt the holes.
stun on them holes.
Oh yeah, who said that?
Yeah, Dexter.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's literally Awesome Kid and Kyler Murray.
You're right. We got like how much you want to bet Awesome Kid is like a midget?
I mean, he is technically a midget because he's a kid.
I mean, but let's be like he's 14. He hit what time? What time do they hit puberty at? What time? Like, do you know like what age?
I hit my puberty when I was like 15, and then that's where I started hitting puberty.
Awesome Kid. Kyler Murray's still young. Give him some time. Well, unless he has time to grow, I'm not giving him more time. Fuck out of here with that.
Oh,
Yeah, I probably should have just ran with Josh Rosen, to be honest.
yeah, and I think that karma's hitting very badly on the Cardinals.
Like, how do y'all give up on a quarter? You're talking about give him time, but you're literally the team that gave up on a rookie quarterback in the first round after 1 year. Fuck.
Yeah. You want to talk about giving Kyler Murray time when you didn't even give Josh Rosen time.
Like, listen, man, Arizona.
And we want to talk about giving people time when you guys didn't do the same thing with Josh Rosen.
Exactly.
I mean, what do you I mean, like
Josh, but I mean, yeah, Josh Rosen been fucked over a lot of times.
I mean, he still has yet to prove himself, but
like I mean, he sucked. He pretty much sucked like the first year in Arizona. But to be honest, like their whole team sucked. They had nobody. Fucking randoms were playing at offensive line. They had nobodies playing everywhere.
yeah, basically. Could you imagine Patrick Mahomes being on that team? Since we want to talk about, he can make anybody look good. Let Patrick Mahomes be on that team, and that same Arizona team Josh Rosen was on. They're not making the playoffs.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone wants to say, "Oh, Patrick Mahomes can go to any team and make them Super Bowl contenders." Like,
I mean, I wouldn't go like you have to. Could I think he would make them contenders, but I don't think he would be as good.
Exactly.
Because you have to factor in that Andy Reid is a big reason he's good.
Like you got these Packers fans saying, "Oh, Mahomes is the main reason why." Yeah, he is, but it's
a combination of his raw talent mixed with like Andy Reid's genius. Because Andy Reid, like I don't think he would be as successful without Andy Reid.
Yeah, I don't think he's nothing without Andy Reid.
Like Andy Reid took Alex Smith, made him really good. He took what's it called? Donovan? Was it Donovan McNabb?
Donovan McMahon. I think
he made him really good when he went to Washington. He was shit. I mean, but next year this is because we got receivers and a powerful defense. There's no reason to shut the fuck up, Awesome. Don't even talk about winning the Super Bowl. The fuck out here.
Horrible.
I don't even want to hear that shit. That's just blasphemy.
Defense is horrible, man.
Talking about winning the Super Bowl. Get the fuck out of here.
Defense is still terrible.
This is how you know he's a kid, bro. Like he's just speaking stupid shit. Like only a kid.
Either he's a kid or he's a troll.
Like no kid. I mean, he's a kid. Like you wouldn't be speaking stupid shit if
Well, he's a troll. He's doing a very good job at it.
Jesus Christ, talking about win the Super Bowl. How about you win a playoff game first, and then we'll talk about Super Bowls. Jesus.
Yeah, no. You want to talk bad about Lamar Jackson? Hey, man, at least he's been. Lamar Jackson in his rookie year went to the playoffs won the division. Then his second year, wins an MVP. And then not only does he go to the playoffs his third year, he wins a playoff game. So why are you bashing Lamar when he literally has done more in his younger career than Kyler Murray has ever done?
Because Awesome Kid is talking shit to people whose franchises actually won Super Bowls. That should be the first red flag. You're worse than the what the fuck? You might be worse than the fucking Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, and the Cleveland Browns will win a Super Bowl before the Cardinals are allowed to.
That is sad. Imagine the Browns win a Super Bowl before the fucking Cardinals, which is probably going to happen.
Actually, let me make it even worse. The Lions will win a Super Bowl before the Cardinals even do.
Cardinals might end up being like the last team to win the Super Bowl.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm still live streaming, man. You got go take your shower, Benny. I'm about to wrap it up here. See you on Butters. What do you think of the 2015 Cardinals?
I think they're shit. That's all you need to know. They're garbage, trash.
Throw them in the trash can. That's probably where Kyler Murray was born.
Nah, I mean Murray. Nah, he couldn't be. He couldn't have been born in the trash. Because if he was born in the trash, he wouldn't. He's too short to get out of it. So he definitely wouldn't. Where did the other dude go? What the hell? Maybe you should have watched the whole stream, Minnie. Then you would know.
Minnie's like the type of football dude that basically, I don't know what. I think he like, 2015 Cardinals. Yeah, they were shit. But every time we think of the Cardinals, we think of a bird shit.
Like he's talking about the 2015 Cardinals. Like, what am I supposed to think? Did they win the Super Bowl? No. Okay, next.
Bro, they were only good. They only had a playoff win, and that was because
it's so sad. Like most people, when it comes to their teams, they always say, "Oh, what about the whatever 2000 whatever team, insert team?" But that's usually because they won the Super Bowl. But your team is so pathetic that you're just highlighting a year they had a good regular season record because they didn't win the Super Bowl.
Bro, at the end of the day, this is why I have love for the 49ers. They had no reason to win that game, but they still got us in the playoffs. They were the main reason why the Bears made the playoffs, by the way. Even with the Cardinals still losing to the because if we want to give Kyler the injury excuse. How did you lose to a team that couldn't even beat the Washington football team? That's sad. Like the 49ers team had the most IRs in any of the 30 teams, and you still lost to them. They couldn't even beat the Washington football team. Okay, do you want to know what's even worse? They couldn't even beat the Dallas Cowboys.
Exactly.
They couldn't. They went against the worst defense in the league, yet they couldn't even beat their team. And plus, they lost to the worst version of them when they had Andy Dalton, who was a downgrade.
Exactly.
Look at Mini 14. He's defending Kyler Murray.
Keep sleeping on the Cardinals. We're going to shock some people next year. Maybe you see it. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
The only thing that I'm shocked about is how did Kyler Murray lose to two backup quarterbacks?
Exactly. No, I'm shocked. Like, I'm shocked that Kyler Murray doesn't, like, when you take him on flights, that he's allowed to board the plane. I'm shocked. I'm so, like, how, let me not even start. Let me not even start with Austin. He's a kid, so I'm going to leave it at
that. I'm just going to say this about Kyler Murray. He probably is one of those childs that you see at a store that begs his mom to give him, like,
Many, don't even try to defend Kyler Murray. All right, that's not you don't want to die on that hill.
I mean, Kyler was 6-3. He literally lost to Cam Newton, who had the worst game. Who had did Cam Newton even have a 100-yard passer yard? What if Kyler Murray if Kyler Murray goes to the playoffs, then that's great. But does he win a playoff game? I don't even think he goes to the playoffs. By the time it's like September or like October, JJ Watt's gonna want to punch Kyler Murray in the face. Trust me.
Exactly.
Kyler Murray was 3 before the downhill started.
I mean, they're not going to win shit. They're not going to win shit.
He has that. Kyler Murray had that fluke win against the Bills, and Russell Wilson should have swept them, but when
Mhm.
the competition gets better for Kyler Murray in the NFC, how is Kyler Murray even going to win that division with how good that division is? Please, man, he's not going to win that division.
No, he's not going to win that division. He's just going to. Cam had trash ass receivers to play with.
Oh, we're not saying Cam Newton had great receivers to play with. I'm just saying he had like a 100-yard. He didn't have a 100-yard passer rating that game.
I mean, who's talking about Cam?
Mini 14. I literally said, "Oh, Kyler Murray lost to Cam Newton, who literally
okay.
didn't have a 100-yard passer rating." Mini, just you don't want to die on the Kyler Murray hill. Some people have tried, and they come to admit that Kyler Murray's shit.
Like I never said Kyler Murray was like the worst thing ever, but he's not going to amount to shit in the league.
The time that Kyler Murray will ever win a playoff game is when Tyson deletes his channel.
Which is probably, I mean, when he deletes it or when YouTube deletes it, because YouTube may delete it.
Well, you know what I mean, also, kid. If your brain functions that correctly.
Cam, yeah. But anyway, I mean, it is what it is.
All right, man. We up out of here, man.
All right, Michael. I'll see you later.
All right.
All right.